Triple M.
Triple M 104.9.
Triple M.
Triple M 104.9.
And
the only place to catch every Triple M flavour. Rugby League. It just hits different on Triple M.
Here we
go. Something big is about to go down. Every massive match.
Now.
Every massive moment.
Massive arm wrestle.
Massive hit.
Rugby League. That's what we love it. It doesn't get better than this.
For McDonald's and Ream Hot Water. Triple M rocks footy.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome. Great to have round one of the NRL back for season 2023 on the Triple M network once again for our friends at Ream Hot Water who have been with us since the start, and we love those guys. Anthony Maroon is my name. Ryan Girdler, are you pumped for this game?
Oh, I can't wait. Hello, Maroon. Hello, Wendell. Hello, everyone. Yeah, exciting start to the season here. A couple of sides with big expectations through the year. Disappointing seasons last year. New coach at the Warriors, new look team, 7 new signings come in this afternoon. Only 3 remaining players in this lineup that finished the season for the Warriors and the Knights. Yeah, change up for Kalen Ponga, goes into 6. Miller goes into fullback. Hastings comes in. I saw him doing some goal kicking before, so he might take the reins and take a little bit more pressure off Ponga. And it's a good pack. So, I mean, 2 sides coming into the season. They both be excited, and they need to start well.
Yep. 14th, the Knights last year, 15th, the Warriors. So, as Ryan said, they're both coming off disappointing seasons. Wendell, how do you see this game?
Yeah, it's these 2 teams, they need to start off really well, and I'm looking forward to looking at Lockie Miller there, the fullback there from Newcastle. Obviously came from the Sharks, played in the Sevens. He's a very talented young player, but looking forward to seeing what he can do, along with Jackson Hastings and Kalen Ponga, and that's really a nice little spine there. But even from the other side there, the Warriors, I mean, once again, pressure's on Sean Johnson. He's come out and said he's going to make people think long and hard about, whether his best has passed him. So, Sean Johnson, he gets to play in front of his home crowd, obviously, in New Zealand, but also Dylan Walker. Dylan Walker's been good for the last couple of years, and he's got himself a new home there. Yeah,
Sky Stadium in Wellington is where we are for this game. It's set to be an epic match, and that's worth raising a Jim Beam. And always drink responsibly, and great to have Jim Beam on board for this season. We know how much our Triple M listeners love a Jim Beam and whatever. Now, did I ask you straight up and down, Ryan, who wins this game?
I'm going to go with the home side, as Wendell said. Yeah, it's over in Wellington. It's in a famous old ground over there called the Cake Tin. There's going to be a big crowd out. They haven't had a season opener, I think, for over 4 years in New Zealand. And so, yeah, they'll be really excited going into this one. They're going to have to be really good on the edges, clinical defensively to handle Ponga and co, but I just think with a new attitude, some new blood in the veins and some excitement around the club, I think the Warriors at home.
Okay, Warriors have the worst opening round record in the NRL, 10 of 28. But the Knights have only won two games out of 14 in New Zealand since 2006. So there's some stats to get us underway. Let's have a look at these teams. No changes to the Knights. Lockie Miller is fullback, Heimel Hunt and Dom Young on the wings, Tuala and Best in the centres, Kalen Ponga and Jackson Hastings in the halves, the Saifidi brothers up front for the Knights with Jaden Brayley at hooker, and then Frizzell, Fitzgibbon and Kurt Mann. And, of course, their coach is Adam O'Brien. And the Warriors wearing the traditional Warriors blue jersey, getting set to come out onto the stadium here. Sky Stadium, Wellington. Of course, last night it was Melbourne over Parramatta in extra time, and great to see a Golden Point game decided by a try. Personally, if we have to have Golden Point, I wouldn't mind seeing more of that, but that might be a chat for the show tomorrow here on Triple M, which, of course, kicks off at noon. Now, the Warriors side, as they make their way to come out, there is one change. We'll go through them now. Shans Nickel-Kluxter is back in New Zealand after 66 games for Canberra. Edward Cozy comes into the side in 23. Braden Villiamy, Adam Pompey, Marcelo Montoya. The halves, Tamari Martin and Sean Johnson. Fanua Blake, Mitch Barnett up front up against his old club tonight. Wade Egan is the hooker. Jackson Ford from the Dragons. Marata Nuakori in the back row as well, and Tohu Harris. Referee for today's game is Chris Sutton, and it's the second game of round one for season 2023. A cracker coming up next too. Would Penrith take on the Broncos? And right across the weekend there's some beauties. South's Cronulla is another one that comes to mind, and for the first time we see the Dolphins that game will be, of course, at Suncorp Stadium on Sunday, and we wish the Dolphins all the very best. And, of course, supporters, just be patient. Over the next couple of years, we should see some wonderful things unfold for the second Brisbane NRL side. Here's Chris Sutton to get us underway. You ready to go, Del?
Yes, I'm ready to go, mate.
Are you ready to go, Ryan?
Let's do it, Anthony.
Let's go.
All right, well, we'll give Chris Sutton the thumbs up. And we're ready to get Triple M to rock the footy again in 2023. A beautiful stadium, the Cake Tin.
Beautiful.
As Ryan called it.
Gets very windy there, mate.
Well, it is a beautifully finished stadium. Must have been way ahead of its time when it's built. It's been there for a while, but anyway, it's not full. Probably 2/3 full. There's the kickoff. We get underway, and from the kickoff we have the Knights with the ball through Saifiti, who takes the tackle about 10 metres out from his own line. Brayley gets in a dummy half, gets a pass away to Frizzell. Frizzell up toward the 20-metre line, and then met by Braden Villiamy back in the NRL after a season out. Played back again to Brayley, and back in toward the centre he comes for Dom Young. Dom Young takes the tackle, and it's tackle 3 for the Newcastle Knights as Triple M rocks the footy. Now Brayley again. Now it comes across to the other Saifiti. That would be Jacob, who's going to take it 25 his own side of the halfway line. Tackle 4, Brayley short side. He gets a pass away to the fullback, Lockie Miller. The Coffs Harbour Comet is tackled. Tackle 5, last. Back it comes for Kalen. Kicks on the halfway line. Up she goes. She's high and deep, and it comes down, and it's dropped by the fullback, Nickel Klugster, and taken by Hastings. 6 tackles again. Newcastle Knights, 30 metres out, 1 minute gone, as Triple M rocks the footy 0-0. Now, Brayley in a dummy half. Now Kurt Mann gets a touch. Tohu Harris pulls him down about 25 metres out. Here they come, the Knights, as the set restarts again. Brayley now Hastings. Hastings now Ponga. Ponga holds on to it, and taken in a good tackle by Egan about 15 metres out from the Warriors line. At the play the ball on tackle 2. Brayley again gets it away to Saifiti inside the 10. Tohu Harris has got him 5 metres out, right in front of the sticks. What a start, Newcastle Knights. Tackle count restarts again. Hastings gets it away to Frizzell. He gets out of a tackle, and then Nickel Cookster pulls him down 9 metres out, just to the right hand side of the upright on tackle 3. Brayley again, and then it goes to Mann, and Ponga gets it away to Fitzgibbon. He's going to score. Wow, we haven't even seen the Warriors with the ball yet, and the Knights go over to make it 4-0, 2 gone, Ryan.
Oh yeah, really positive start for the Newcastle Knights. Got through their first set, put a nice kick up, put plenty of pressure on Klugster, who came up with a horrible error, won't do his confidence any good whatsoever. And then they just played to the middle of the field, and they went to that left edge, and that's where they're going to look to do the damage. It's that combination out there. Kalen Pogger digging right into the line, and it's a short pass to Fitzgibbon. Just didn't read that, Sean Johnson. He's going to have his hands full all night, and he needs to get that right, because if you give them possession, they're just going to keep attacking on the edges, and that's where they're going to get some benefits, the Newcastle Knights. So a really good start from them with the football, and as you said, Maroon, the Warriors yet to touch it.
Newcastle 4 lead the Warriors 0, and the Triple M kick predictor for Gerard Malouf and Partners. We welcome these guys on board. Gerard Malouf, partners.com.au, the compensation experts. And great try to Lachlan Fitzgibbon to open the account for 2023, Del.
Yeah, really good play there. Once again, Kalen Ponga get his hands on the ball there, but nice courage line there by Lachlan Fitzgibbon, and that's the way you got to run, with intent. Nice early try for the Newcastle Knights.
Jackson
that's
Hastings.
what Kalen does really well. He just sort of stops the defensive line, then isolates the defender. That time it was Sean Johnson, got his big man on the half there of the Warriors, and just ran straight over the top of him.
So a nice easy one for Jackson Hastings. Moves in and straight over. So we've got a scoreline that reads 6-0 Newcastle over the Warriors as Triple M rocks the footy.
Reckon a $3,000 grant from Ream will help kickstart your plumbing career? It'll definitely help with paying off your TAFE fees. Head over to ream.com.au/apprentice and apply for a Ream Apprentice Plumber Grant today. Applications close April 21. T's and C's apply.
Triple M, the Triple M Beacon Trade Scoreboard, supporting tradies with over 120 stores, expert trade teams and the best electrical products. Great to have the Beacon Trade Scoreboard up and running too for 2023. We love all our new guys, and we will get out to lunch with you all. Kingsley's, China Doll, Rockpool, we'll let you know. And now we've got Saifidi charging forward for the Newcastle side. That's Dan, who takes the tackle 10 metres out, plays it back to Braley. Now it's Jacob Saifidi, and he's met in today's first Malachi crunch. Adam Fanua-Blake was involved, and they'll get up and play it back. They lead 6-0 Newcastle. Then Braley gets it away to Bradman Best, and Best is going to be pulled down about 15, his own side of the halfway line. Newcastle 100% of possession at the moment. Kurt Mann met by Tohu Harris and stopped on tackle 4, says referee Sutton. Then Braley again. And then it comes across to our fullback, Lockie Miller. Hello to everybody listening through Triple M Coffs Harbour. We'll keep an eye on Lockie for you. From inside the 40, it's kicked by Jackson Hastings, but it's going to go straight into the arms of Marcelo Montoya for the Newcastle Knights' first touch in 2023. 19, his own side of the halfway line. What's going on here, Del?
He's a bit of a firebrand, isn't he?
Yeah, he is, mate.
Just walked off the mark there, was told to go a couple of yards back, but again, just a really good set on the back of points there from Newcastle. And you've got to say, so far, just Hastings taking a lot of the pressure off Kalen Ponga, doing the goal kicking, doing the general play kicking, just allowing Kalen to focus on the attack.
Now here's Barnett, Ryan, against his old club, throws a speculator, nobody's there. Eventually it is picked up by Nuakori, another new boy.
Tackle there by Ponga.
Ponga's got him.
Daniel, let him up.
Saifidi comes in to help. Is it Dirty Dan? Is that your man?
Dirty Dan Saifidi, yeah. Now we've got Egan, we've got Harris, and then we've got Tamari Martin. The tackle count restarts again as we see Jackson Ford. He might have knocked it on, he did.
They might challenge that, Maroon. They've got a penalty there. Jackson Ford just got up to play the ball quickly. Now, we've seen a rule change this year where the emphasis is going to be on the guy playing the ball to make sure he completes the play the ball. And on that occasion, Jackson, I think, dodges a bit of a bullet because he made an absolute meal of that. As we have a look at the replay, he just drops that clean.
Yeah. Wow.
Dear, oh dear. Triple M Beacon Trade scoreboard. Newcastle 6, Warriors 0. 5 minutes 45 seconds gone. Warriors with the ball. Egan is a dummy half. Has the ball now. Left side he goes for Tohu Harris. Johnson to Jackson forward. Gets up and goes again. 9 metres out, the former Dragons player. And gets up and plays it back to Egan. Right in the zone now, the Warriors. Johnson, Tohu Harris. Tohu goes on his own, the veteran. 5 metres out, right in front of the sticks on tackle 2. And it's Egan again. Now it's Johnson. Ball is loose. Taken by Saifidi. What's the referee saying now, Del?
I think he's saying Kalen offside. Yeah, Kalen.
Out here, mate.
So a penalty right in front and a chance for the Warriors to maintain the pressure.
Take the tap.
Wait the line.
Put the pressure back on him.
Go.
Penalties, by the way, on the Triple M Choice Hotel stats, 2-0 to the Warriors here at Wellington. And now they're about 3 metres out. Mitch Barnett gets up to play it back. Played back to Egan. Egan goes to get the pass away to Fanua-Blake. Bum first, he goes into it. And right on the attack now, the Warriors. Getting up to play it back. Egan is there at dummy half. Looks left, goes right, gets it to Harris. Harris is wrestled down. Great defence, Newcastle Knights, but they're only 3 metres out, the Warriors at the moment. And now we see Egan go in at dummy half. A very slow play the ball. Right side, Nickel Cookstup. It comes out now. It's with Edward Kosi, who takes the tackle. Great defence, Newcastle. 3 metres out. They get up and play it in the corner. Back to Egan. A long pass back to the centre. Johnson and Mitch Barnett. Jackson Hastings has him. And they're going to play it now 10 metres out. Last tackle, says referee Sutton. Egan goes right. Johnson. Little pass away. And Nuakori is caught. Changeover. Ryan Girdler, Newcastle ball.
Yeah, it's a pretty average set there by the Warriors. That back-to-back sets and didn't really build for anything, trying to execute any play. Sort of took it to the middle of the field. There was a lot of ball on the ground trying to open up an edge, but just never got connected. And obviously they're talking about, those new combinations, the new guys settling in. But that time, even Sean Johnson lost his way on the last play, just dug into the line and tried to come up with a miracle play as opposed to just trying to get the ball in the in-goal and build some pressure on Newcastle. So a pretty average start defensively for the Warriors and with the football.
Now here's Bradman Best. I'd like to see a big injury-free year from Bradman. I think everybody would. Braley is at dummy half again. Dom Young has it now, taken by Barnett. And it's 8 gone. Newcastle leads 6-0 as Triple M rocks the footy. Now Fitzgibbon, the try scorer. 90's own side of the halfway line on tackle 3. And gets up and plays it back to Braley again. Now it's Dan Saifidi, his own side of halfway. Is that the last? Yes, it is. Brayley back now to Jackson Hastings to kick it from inside his own half. And downtown she goes, taken on the full by Nickel Clockster. As we mentioned earlier, 66 games for the Raiders, and he heads back to the Warriors where it all began. And now Edward Kosey is taken by both Saifidis. Just his own side of the halfway line on tackle 2. Johnson is there and gets it away to Pompey. 10 metres his own side of the halfway line. Tackle count restarts again, Dell.
Yep, it did. Now they get a penalty here. Geez, you can't be giving them piggybacks here. And here we go, Tyson Frizzell. He's having a word with the ref.
10 metres, just here. Bit of both, mate. Thanks, mate.
Nice.
10 metres, we're ready to go. Let's go.
Mate, very good play there.
More than you, mate.
Now, I'm going to see, that's the third penalty for the Warriors. 9 gone. Just remember, following this game, Broncos and Penrith is the game we'll have for you. If it's not available where you are, it will be on the listener app. So if you're working away, you're driving, you want to listen to a bit of footy, you know what to do. Adam Fanua-Blake has it for the Warriors. And majority possession has been with the Warriors for the last 5 minutes, although they trail 6-0. Tohu Harris, Barnett, chopped off in a good tackle by his old mate Fitzgibbon. Gets up and plays it back to Egan. Left side, Tohu Harris. Gets a little ball away to Johnson. Johnson then gets it away to Tamari Martin. And we see Tamari pull down 19 metres out from the Warriors line and 20 in from touch on tackle 3, 10 gone. Johnson again. Adam Fanua-Blake right on the attack now on tackle for the New Zealand Warriors. Egan goes short side. Tamari Martin to the line. Ball's loose. And Ryan, it rolls over the sideline.
Yeah, just playing a short side there. Tamari Martin trying to get himself into the contest. Hasn't had a lot of opportunity and thought he'd just sort of sneak down a short side there, take a couple of runners with him, and unfortunately the pass goes to ground. Wasn't looking where he was passing, and Newcastle doing a really good job on the edge defensively so far in this one. It's something that they haven't done over the last couple of years that well, but started this game defensively really strongly, and the Warriors just can't find a way through at the moment.
Those expert comments too for Cbus Super, making hard work pay off. Ryan Girdler, Wendell Saylor on the call team with you tonight. Played back to Lockie Miller, the fullback, and he gets away from Barnett, but Barnett's offside, never onside. Penalty goes to Newcastle, 11 gone, and now they will get a piggyback downtown. That was a piggyback, not a piggy bank with 11 gone.
And it's really important the Warriors stand firm here. They've had all the football probably over the last 5 or 6 minutes after the Knights came up with an early try. Now this is the second time Newcastle will be down the Warriors' end of the field, and if they come away with another easy try like the first one, well, I think it's going to be a long night for the Warriors.
Now we've got Fitzgibbon playing it just inside the Warriors' end. Back to Brayley, it goes across to Saifiti. Saifiti's going to take the tackle just inside the Warriors' end. Brayley again, Hastings, then Ponga got it away to Frizzell. Frizzell is met by Jackson forward. 20 metres out and about 25 in from touch. We'll get up and play it back to Brayley again for Newcastle. Then to the centre it comes to Mann. Mann is taken by Barnett and so too Nuakori, and they stop him. 12 metres out, 12 gone, and it's the Newcastle Knights on the attack as Brayley gets in a dummy half again. Now Jackson changes direction for Ponga. Lovely pass to Best, and Best has hit with everything, and he coughs the ball up. So Newcastle will get, the Warriors will get the ball, and that's a Maccas I'm loving at the moment.
Oh, look at his ribs there, mate. His ribs are hurting there. That was a really good shot there. Oh, Bradman Best. But who got hit there? And that was Kosey?
Kosey.
Yeah,
yes,
Kosey.
Right,
Kosey goes, come here. I got something for you.
Yeah, it's a really good read, Del, wasn't it? Because Taylor digs right into the line and then throws a face pass. The centre has to go in on the lead runner, and if the winger doesn't come in, as you know, Wendell, it's just it's an open run to the try line. So it was a really nice read there from Kosey. Had to leave his winger to do it, but executed the play brilliantly. They needed that, the Warriors.
All in there.
It goes off. Shot clock off.
13 gone. Triple M Choice Hotel stats. And last 10 minutes, Warriors have had a lot of ball, 61% of it. But they trail 6-0. Egan is a dummy half again. Now it's with Tohu Harris. These two teams I mentioned earlier, 14th and 15th, they finished last year. And a lot of people wouldn't be surprised to see one or the other finish with the wooden spoon. So Hopefully they can turn something on tonight. Tackle 3, it's Fanua Blake. Playing it back to Wigan. Short side he goes to Mari Martin. Back inside Nickel Plugster. He gets away from the defence and gets it away to Wigan. Fanua Blake and Harris. Harris puts on the fend. It's razzle dazzle. Referee's seen something he didn't like, Del.
No, Frizzell's not good. Frizzell got bumped and he wasn't good, mate. Frizzell usually gets up, but when he dropped on him then, wasn't good. Head in the wrong position. There it is. Look at this, bang.
Yeah.
It's not good. Oh, Big Tyson.
Harvey Norman replay. Former Corrimal Cougars player.
Yes.
And he's done good. Done good things at the Dragons up at Newcastle now. Speaking of done good, Ryan.
Yeah.
What about Big Dell at the Trangie Footy Club sports lunch a couple of weeks ago? He had them crying in the aisles.
Oh, it was good. It was good. MG did a good job.
Yeah.
Mate,
I'm
you
not
did a good job
surprised,
too,
Maroon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the way you bring people in.
I
It's
know.
the way you allow the space for people to shine, Maroon. That's what makes it.
Well, I wasn't going to say, but I am like the ultimate dummy half. I just get in there and pass the ball.
4, mate, it's 4.
Anyway, 6-0 Newcastle lead the Warriors, 13 and a half gone. And Ream Hot Water back on deck with us for 2023. We love those guys. We've all got Ream Hot Water at our homes. And we've got Tohu Harris about to play at his own side of the halfway line. Adam Elliott about to get his first official run as a Newcastle player in an NRL game, that is. Now, Barnett plays it back to Egan. It goes back to Sean Johnson right on the halfway line. A high, long, deep kick. And Lockie Miller takes it on the full. There he goes. Puts on the Highland fling, and then he's pulled down 15 metres out from his own line. Newcastle 6 lead, Warriors 0. And now Heimel Hunt gets his first touch. Although I read earlier today, 11 seasons in the NRL for Heimel.
He's been around a while.
He has, hasn't he?
Yes.
Broncos, Souths.
Yeah.
Might have been Melbourne.
Yeah, he's a journeyman. Oh, here we go.
This will be a 2-on-1 strip.
Penalty, yeah.
Yep. Dom Young, 2-on-1 strip.
Yeah,
Tamari Martin.
This Dom Young, he's some sort of player. He's only 21, 6'4", obviously in high demand. Off to the Roosters. Playing the Roosters have found some money.
Yeah.
This young man.
Yes. Well, players just want to play there, mate.
Yeah, they do.
They just love it.
Under Trent Robinson.
Love living around Bondi Beach, which can't blame them. There it is on the Harvey Norman replay. By the way, Beacon Trade scoreboard, supporting tradies with over 120 stores nationwide. We love having them on board for 2023. Brayley is there. Now it comes across for Dan Saifidi. 10 metres inside, Warriors end of the field on tackle 2. Brayley's a dummy half again. We've got Hastings with it. Now we've got, is it Elliott? Yes, it is. Takes the tackle. 25 metres out from the Warriors line, and that's tackle 3. Brayley again. Now Jackson Hastings. Little kick from Jackson. He chases it through to Hastings. He needs the bounce. And it's Pompey who sends it over the dead ball line. So, Ryan, they get the required result, Newcastle.
Yeah, just we were talking about before the influence he's having in the game. Jackson Hastings, he just sort of slows everything down, plays at his own tempo. That time, he looked out the back, seems to have plenty of time when he's got the football, and saw that the fullback Chance was in the middle of the field and thought he'd just dink one over the top there and chases it through. They've now got Adam Elliott on the field as well, who's a great guy to bring on in these situations because good things always happen around Adam on the field, and he's making his debut for the Knights here this afternoon. So interesting to see how he can inject himself. But yeah, just playing really well. Great start to the game for Newcastle.
Newcastle 6, Warriors 0. Saifidi has it, 31 metres out. We'll get up and play it back. Now, a dummy half Brayley gets a pass on to Jacob Saifidi. It's a Saifidi-a-thon out there at the moment. 12 metres out, I think he's dropped it, Jacob.
Oh, they needed that, the Warriors.
Jacob Saifidi has dropped the ball. So, Warriors come in high-fiving. And we'll see the Warriors back in possession of the ball.
Yeah, well, look, they did need that. It was one of those things where the Knights here, they were in really good field position on tackle 2. But gee whiz, he tried to twist his head off there, didn't he? Maroon. What do you call it? Like a long
bottle
neck.
top.
Like he was a big old King Brown.
Yeah.
Rip the top off him.
Yeah.
What's that?
Now, 21 metres out, we're going to see them scrum it down. Ryan Girdler and Wendell Saylor on the call team tonight. Marcelo Montoya.
Yeah, he plays really aggressive. Gerd said it before, Montoya. He's got a bit of aggression in him. I like the way that he plays.
Egan short side. Jackson forward. Elliott stopped him, so too Dom Young. And tackle 2 is the call. Gets up and plays it back. Back in field it comes. Is that Dylan Walker out there? No, it's not. It's the number 3, Braden Villiamy. 5 clubs he's played for, Braden. He's not 30 yet. Now Johnson. He gets a pass away to Nuakori. Just his own side of the halfway line on tackle 3 at the play the ball. We go across to Sean Johnson. Back to Shans Nickel-Kluxter. I thought I saw a forward pass in there. Referee says no. It is in fact the last tackle. Egan, Johnson, just inside Newcastle's half. It spirals down and bounces dead. 0 tackle, 20-metre restart. No change. Newcastle 6, Warriors 0.
Sean Johnson's blowing up there saying, hey, sir, I was tackled in the air with Carlin Ponga. He put a bit of pressure on him then, so borderline call there.
Now Dom Young, Heimel Hunt, very skinny 10 metres. And Fanua Blake is driven back. Or he actually drives Heimel Hunt back, is what I'm trying to say. Brayley's at dummy half. Now Lockie Miller. Miller can't get out of the tackle. Barnett pulls him down. 18 gone, and we'll see Newcastle in possession. Left side now for Adam Elliott to have a little bit of a run toward the halfway line in jumper number 15. And at the play the ball, we see Brayley again, then Ponga, then Fitzgibbon. But so many new faces in this Warriors side. Villiamy and Nickel-Kluxter back, and Dylan Walker and Barnett and Britton Nuakori. But anyway, Newcastle now. Hastings, Man steps inside one and pulled down about 15 metres inside Warriors end and played short side now. Brayley got it away to Hastings. Hastings got it away to Tawala. 21 metres out. You heard the referee. Last tackle Newcastle. They lead 6-0. Here's Hastings from 20 out. Pops up a little kick in front of the post. Up they go. Taken beautifully by Pompey, who got the pass away to Ed Cozy. And Cozy takes the tackle about 15 metres out. 19 gone, Ryan Girdler. How are you seeing it?
Yeah, Newcastle just starting to find their rhythm nicely, aren't they? The Warriors hanging in there, though. Newcastle haven't been able to sort of build on any of that momentum they had early, and the Warriors now just starting to find their rhythm just a little bit, but they're both settled in to the contest nicely, and they're playing some nice footy.
Now Pompey, just his own side of the halfway line. Egan at dummy half for Newcastle. Now Fanua Blake up toward halfway. And right in the halfway line here at Sky Stadium, Wellington. Last tackle, Sean Johnson again kicks. This is high. Pressure again on Lockie Miller. Takes it beautifully 5 metres out. And now brings it back where he's going to be pulled down about 10 metres out. No, he's not. They're going to drive him back. Heimel Hunt gets in to help him, and he ends up in a big old sandwich out there. Now this is Dom Young, and great defence from the Warriors.
Great run, Dom Young.
Here's Jackson Hastings, throws the dummy, gets caught. 20 minutes gone in this game. It's settled into a little bit of a rhythm. Miller, and then juggled by Jacob Saifidi. Must be slippery out there.
Yeah, for sure.
Inside the 40, Brayley kicks, and taken on the full by Nickel-Kluxter. Great kick return too. He's only about 15 short of the halfway line by the time they stop him. Tamari Martin gets into dummy half. Villiamy now up toward the halfway line. That's tackle 2. You can tweet us if you like at @NRL. Montoya over the halfway line. Spins and takes the tackle. The Serpent says, great to have you back, Dell.
Oh, mate, good to be back, mate. I've missed football. It is so good to be back.
Now Fanua Blake on tackle 4. Egan is there now. Gets it away to Tohu Harris. Then Johnson. Now Nickel-Kluxter. And then it goes to Pompey. Bradman Best has got him. Look where they are, though, the Warriors. 21 out and about 9 in from touch on the last, says the referee. Johnson again to kick on the last. Up she goes. Pressure for Dom
Great
Young.
kick.
Here they come.
Great take.
Dom Young
Lovely
takes
take.
it beautifully, Ryan, and caught in the in-goal.
Yeah, absolutely. Used his body really well. It was a really well-weighted kick there from the Warriors, and Dom Young now with a nice little short pass to Miller, who we all want to see get in the clear, and Young again just getting involved. Lovely flick pass there. Razzle dazzle, Dell. Wingers throwing flick passes, brother. What do you think?
Oh, mate, here I know. It's probably not what you need, mate. First quarter of the game.
Should have mentioned too that was a 0 tackle 20-metre restart, which now sees Newcastle 9 metres inside the Warriors end. Brayley again. Dan Saifidi bounces off a tackle, and that was Jackson Ford, by the way. 19 metres inside the Warriors end of the field. Hastings again got it away to Elliott. 22 gone. on the Triple M Beacon Trade scoreboard. Newcastle 6, Warriors 0. Now, right side for Brayley to Hastings, and then Hastings got it away to Miller. He got out of 1 and 2 and back in toward the centre to get it away to Ponga. And he made a mess of the pass, Ponga, and it ends up being knocked on by Newcastle, but he had Bradman Best outside him, and there was something on there, Del.
Yeah, there was there. Mate, his body was beautiful, the way that he just changed, and as he was moving, he went to catch pass and then lost that ball.
Oh, it was Montoya that jammed. Yeah. We're just talking about how he loves contact, Montoya.
Shoulder charge, to be honest.
He came out of the line there, put a shot on Dom Young.
Yeah.
And then, Kalen Ponga again gets on the outside of Sean Johnson, but Johnson's just able to get his arm in the way and sort of knock the football down, and it comes out of Kalen's grasp when it goes forward. And the Warriors just finding a way to stay defensively in the contest at the moment. The Knights look the team most likely, but the Warriors just sort of frustrating him and not allowing him to get that last pass done.
Now Egan out of dummy half. Oh, he almost went through, but he's stopped by man just his own side of the halfway line. Johnson now to Mari Martin and then Nickel Klukstar. Good run from Nickel Klukstar. They're on the attack now. The Warriors played back to Egan, goes a short side, has a run on his own and then taken by one of the Saifidi boys. 25 metres out, 20 in from touch. Played back again, comes across to Harris, gets it away to Johnson, kicks on the last. Up she goes, out toward Heimel Hunt's wing now. They let it bounce. Lockie Miller picks it up nice and easily and has taken 18 out from his own line. No change. Beacon Trade scoreboard. Newcastle 6, Warriors 0. And up next we've got Penrith and Brisbane. You can listen to that game on Triple M or listener app. That'll be Big Ben Dobbin, I assume. Dobbo is the man up there calling the game. So he'd be at home now doing his voice exercises. Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather. Oh, here's Lethal Leo Thompson in number 17. Teddy's own side of the halfway line on tackle 3. Brayley. And then it goes across to Saifiti. That's Dan. Last tackle, says the referee. What a game this has been. Ponga, his own side of halfway. A high kick. Lots of spin on it as it bounces awkwardly for Edward Kosey. But he picks it up 20 metres out from his own line. And he's pulled down by Brayley and so too Lethal Leo Thompson. Tackle 1, says the referee. Johnson again. Nickel Klukstar has a run. Well, we got a try, Dell, in the opening couple of minutes. Yeah. And we've been trialists for 23 minutes.
Yeah, it's like two boxers just going toe-to-toe at the moment, trading blows.
When are we going to get you back in the ring?
No, I'm done, mate. I'm getting too old, mate.
Comes across from Villiambi. We'll get you an old bloke. We'll get you an old bloke to fight.
I'm a lover, not a fighter, mate.
Egan.
You know that.
Harris.
Oh, great ball.
Straight through goes Barnett. Barnett just needs support. He goes on his own. And he's tackled by Best. Why didn't he give it to Sean Johnson? Last tackle. Egan. Johnson. He lets it go to Pompey. And then Kosey. And he goes over in the corner. Edward Kosey. Great try. Warriors. Sutton points to the spot. 6-4, Ryan.
Oh, yeah, they got there in the end, and just that little bit of resilience pays off. We saw it last night with the Melbourne Storm. You just need to absorb in the NRL, and that's exactly what the Warriors have been able to do. And then it's a lovely run, just a nice pass, and Barnett against his old club goes through, gets 2-on-1 with the fullback, throws the dummy, can't go all the way, but they don't panic. That's the experience of Sean Johnson. He just wraps around, they go the short side, he knows they've got numbers there, links up with a couple of his outside men and Kosey, who just put on a lovely shot a few minutes ago, saved a try, scores one down the other end, and the Warriors are back in it.
14 till half-time. Newcastle 6, Warriors 4. On the Triple M Beacon Trade scoreboard, how'd you see it, Del?
Yeah, really nice play there through the middle there. Nice run there, and that was well done. Who else? Tohu Harris. Short ball, looks behind, just throws the short ball there, and really nice run there. But he could have given it to Sean Johnson there, but Barnett, he goes, doesn't overplay his hand, plays the ball, and Sean Johnson, he weighs it up, and Kosey goes, thank you very much for that 4-pointer.
Big Edward Kosey on the wing. 42% the Triple M kick predictor. Gerard Malouf and partners. Compensation experts, where losing is not an option. GerardMaloufPartners.com.au. And so Sean Johnson now from the sideline. 6 points to 4. Tweets and emails keep coming in. The boys at Kevin's Autos in Perry Street, Matraville, are listening while they're doing a late night. Good on you, Jono and the boys. Keeping the cars on the road. Always got Triple M pumped nice and loud. and it's great. Who else have we got here? The Rug. A bloke named The Rug. Do you know him?
No.
The Rug says, Dell, I've missed your voice.
Thank you.
He mustn't be listening to the Rush Hour.
Yeah, Rush Hour, I don't know.
What's doing, Rug?
I've been carrying that show. I'm sick of carrying that show.
You're carrying him, aren't you, mate?
Unbelievably.
Newcastle 6, Warriors 4, 13 minutes left in the first half on the Triple M new sponsors Beacon Trade scoreboard. Here's Johnson from the sideline, moves in. Oh, it's a disaster. Newcastle 6, Warriors 4 as Triple M rocks the footy.
Thanks to the Mitsubishi Triton, engineered beyond tough. The Triton delivers turbocharged power, off-road performance and rock-solid 10-year warranty. It's Mitsubishi's toughest use ever. Nothing can frighten a Triton. Terms and conditions apply.
Yeah, the mighty Mitsubishi Triton on deck 2 for this season. Another one that's been with us forever. Dell's been trying to milk a Triton out of them for about 10 years.
Yeah, I have, mate. They haven't come to the party yet, mate. Gee whiz.
Yeah, nothing for Dell.
Yeah.
Nothing for Dell. Since you left the handbrake on that other thing coming up Bulli Pass.
Probably Charlie White, producer Charlie White didn't help when he sort of...
That kickoff has gone out on the full, and so Newcastle have given away a penalty right on their halfway line, Ryan.
Yeah, and there's just a little bit of momentum about the Warriors now after that try, and a little bit of belief. We're able to just nullify the momentum that Newcastle had, score a try of their own. They'll get a lot of confidence out of that. Now they get another opportunity at Newcastle's end of the field, and this is a really important part of the game. 12 minutes to go before half-time. Newcastle need to hold on.
Penalties 4-2 Warriors. 12 of 14 sets completed for the Warriors on the Triple M Choice Hotel stats. Just to be clear what Dell was alluding, our producer Charlie White borrowed a Mitsubishi Triton, moved his nan into a nursing home, went on a beach trip down the coast somewhere, went through every red light camera. Walker's out there. Johnson now. Johnson's gone right through over the 20. He turns back inside and gets a pass away to Jackson Ford. Nickel Cookster comes across field, looks to Bunty Afoa, but gets the pass away to Nuakora. And this is better from the Warriors. They're only 3 metres out on tackle 2. They trail 6-4. In a dummy half is Egan. Left side Johnson. Left again, Jackson Ford turns the pass, takes the tackle 3 metres out from the Newcastle line. Now Egan again, he gets it away to Tohu Harris. Tohu takes him on, and he's only 1 metre out, right in front of the posts. The Warriors veteran gets up to play it back. Brayley is there again. Left side, a long ball, Johnson taken by man and pulled down. Did he just say 6 more? I believe he did. I believe he just started the tackle count again. Yes, he did. Back to come across to Dylan Walker, and Walker's taken in a good tackle there by lethal Leo Thompson. 9 metres out, right in front of the post. Newcastle 6, Warriors 4. Played back to Egan again, got it away to Bunty. He crashes over, but did he get it down? Big Bunty Afoa goes over right under the post, Ryan, and the Warriors hit back.
Oh, yeah, they've been moving the defensive line around really well. Coming out of their own end, it was Sean Johnson. A bit of brilliance, turned back the clock, went down that left side and made a lovely break. And that's on the back of, Dylan Walker coming in and just allowing him to play with a little bit of width. It's a nice pass, and he's able to link up with his outside man. They get the tackle. And then the fact that they're just not panicking on the back of opportunity. They're just being patient. They're trusting the process, and that's exactly what happened there. They worked over to this right-hand side, came back to the middle. Yeah, and just the deception there of Wade Egan. I think he's in for a big year, the dummy half. He's been building. He had a good year last year, and he's really sort of steering this Warriors pack through the middle third of the field, and he's done a wonderful job there, stepping out to the right, but moving back to the left-hand side. Nice little pass to Bunty Afoa. Plenty of work to do for Big Bunty, who's just come off the bench, but it's just able to come off that big left foot and score directly under the post, and that's going to give the Warriors a nice lead with 10 minutes to go before half-time.
Delicious.
Yeah, mate, really good play there, the Warriors. Bunty Afoa, really good impact, strong, powerful. I love Big Bunty.
Now, Triple M Gerard Malouf and Partners kick predictor 100%. Over she goes. Warriors 10, Newcastle 6, as Triple M rocks thy football.
Kick off the new season at Harvey Norman. Catch all the action with LG's 65-inch OLED Evo Smart TV for $3,195 and save a massive $900. Kick off the new season while stocks last at Harvey Norman.
And back to the halfway line we go. with the Warriors leading by 4 and 10 minutes left in the first half. Pretty good crowd on hand here too for this game at Sky Stadium in beautiful Wellington.
Onside here.
We're going to get Lockie Miller to get us underway again.
Some nice bars in the clubs there too.
Is that right?
Yeah,
what are they called, Del? You would have
I'm not sure.
frequented them.
Me and Walters have been there,
You
but
would
yeah.
have been massive, wouldn't you? You'd have been massive.
I've frequented those places a lot. Me and Lottie Dakiri.
Here's Dylan Walker, played in that 2014 grand final, gets up and plays it back to Egan. And here's the try scorer, Bunty Afowa, who's going to take the tackle. And now again we see Egan get the pass away to Marata Nuakora. Still their own side of halfway. Harris, then Martin got it away to Jackson forward.
Good young player from South Coast.
Now, once again, we see Nickel Cookster over the halfway line. Elliott's got him. So, too, we've got Jack Hetherington out there, another new boy.
Oh, he's doing a terror, isn't he?
Oh, yeah. He needs to just control his temper a little bit.
He needs to calm his farm, yeah.
Here's Egan. As they say, pause when agitated. Dylan Walker to Tohu Harris. Over the 30 he goes, and he'll play it 25 metres out as the tackle count restarts. In at dummy half is Egan again, then Walker, then Johnson, then Martin. Quick
beautiful.
hands out to Marcelo Montoya. And the winger is stopped somehow. 8 metres out from the Newcastle line. Again, it's Martin. It's a forward again. Is he going to score try number 2? He turns to pass. The momentum in this game is really with the New Zealand side now. Tackle 4, says referee Sutton. Played back to Egan. Sent across to Johnson. Now Marata Nuakora for the try line. Are they going to stop him? Well, I think they hold him up. He gets over Ryan, but I think they've held him up.
Oh, gee, they're going to have a look at it. Sutton's not too sure.
Yeah,
He's got no try. Yeah, they look like plenty of bodies underneath him, but again, the Warriors looking really sharp with the football. Lovely move it over to that left-hand side to set Montoya on his way, then come back to the middle with a sweeping play to the right-hand side. As we just have a look at the replay, yeah, it looks like Kalen Ponga and Miller have got underneath him. But then, yeah, I think it's either Dylan Walker or it's Sean Johnson just sort of drifting across field, and Nuakora just running at a rate of knots, pushed off the back fence and just split him back through the middle. He's able to carry a couple of guys over the line, but gee, I just don't think he's got that one down. But looking good, the Warriors with the footy.
There it is on the Harvey Norman replay. Kick off the new season at Harvey Norman. And go and get a Samsung telly. And as they say, Bob's your uncle. Held up, no try. Warriors 10, Newcastle 6. Back to the 10-metre line they go.
Yeah, mate.
And, there it is officially, no try.
Last tackle.
And
repeat set. I need to repeat set here, boys.
Egan again. Dylan Walker. Sean Johnson. He puts a neat little kick in, but Lockie Miller does so well to pick it up and make... Well, he's having a good game, Lockie Miller, Del.
Yeah, he's a very good player, this kid. They had a massive rap on him at Cronulla, but he obviously couldn't get much of a go there. So he's off to the Knights here, and he's making a fist of this.
Dom Young will get up and play it back, and then it goes across to Inari Tuala. I haven't seen much of Inari tonight.
He's been around for a while, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's had a couple of years at the Cowboys. And now Jack Hetherington.
Wide off that arm.
So tackle 4, says the referee. As we see it come across to lethal Leo Thompson up toward halfway line. A shining light for them last year. Last tackle, says the referee. Newcastle trailed 10-6. Jackson Hastings, who had such an impact when he arrived at the West Tigers. I think when he got there, they won 2 games in a row. And there were some big scalps too, if my memory serves me correctly. South and Para. Anyway, ball is with Braden Villiam. He's going to be pulled down about 15 his own side of the halfway line and gets up to play it back to Martin in a dummy half at his new club. Then it comes back across to Kosi, the try scorer. He gets dacked and he's wearing a lovely pair of black sluggos. Gets up and plays it back to Egan again. Now Dylan Walker tries to break the line. Thompson's got him, but it was a good run. He's 12 metres inside Newcastle's end. Egan again. Bunty Afoa gets it away to Johnson. Johnson finds Nickel Kluxter. Then back in the field comes Pompey. Pompey's going to be wrapped up by Fitzgibbon. and reined in about 20 metres inside the Newcastle end of the field on the last tackle. Now we see Johnson on the last, puts in a kick. Was he taken late? Dom Young takes it beautifully, but not a lot of pressure on Dom. Here come the chasers. And taken beautifully there by Tamari Martin. Plays it quickly to Lockie Miller. Gets it away to Heimel Hunt. And Heimel Hunt makes about 10 metres. And still no changes. Warriors 10 lead Newcastle 6. Your callers, Ryan Girdler, Wendell Saylor and Anthony Maroon. Saturday show's back on deck tomorrow. Tony Squires. Yeah, I was just going to think, Tony, he's getting into the veteran stage now, Squiresy.
Oh, yeah.
He's a good old Triple M boy, one of the greats.
Jackson, wait, mate. Wait.
Gerdsey, Aaron Woods, Brent Reed, some of my favourites out there.
Last tackle.
And here's Lockie Miller playing it back to Brayley, back to Hastings to kick from inside the 40, but it goes straight down the middle. Oh, almost a collision between winger and fullback. Montoya has it, goes out to the left side and taken by Kurt Mann. 5 till half time. Tamari Martin gets it away to Viliami. So it's Squires, Ryan Girdler, Aaron Woods and Brent Reed. Some good blokes there. Tohu Harris now up toward the halfway.
Hands away, Lachlan. Wait.
And played back to Egan again. Nickel Kluxter, quick hands out to Pompey. Pompey almost throws the intercept. This might be 6 again.
Has to be.
Nuakori, Dylan Walker, Bunty Afoa. And no, he hasn't said, has he? Yes, he has. 6 again. Okay. So he got that right, the referee. Now we have Tohu Harris again. And if you've just joined us, scoreboard for Beacon Trade, still 10-6 Warriors. Dylan Walker. Johnson almost throws an intercept. It's batted along to Marcelo Montoya. I thought I saw a couple of forward passes in there. Now Montoya plays it back to Viliami. It comes across to Martin. Martin gets it away to Afoa. And Bunty, the try scorer, the first try scorer, 9 metres out from the Newcastle line on tackle 3. Egan changes direction for Tamari Martin. And it's put down by a Warriors player, picked up by Miller, who looks dangerous, Ryan, every time he touches the ball.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, it was a great pick up there too, and looked like he might have found a little bit of open space. He's an exciting prospect, but yeah, the Warriors there, just Martin was just drifting a little bit too far across field, and then put the ball just at the knees of the runner, and he just wasn't able to take it under a little bit of defensive pressure. It's exactly what Newcastle needed, though. They needed to hold on just before half time. They need some ball down the other end of the field, and they needed this penalty, and it comes at a time where, after not having a lot of momentum or possession over the last 10 or 15 minutes, they could end the half going in front, or possibly draw level if they can get down the other end and come up with a scoring play.
So, as Ryan said, the Knights get a penalty count in this game. He hasn't been shy in giving a few away. 4-3 they favour Warriors at the moment. And this is Fitzgibbon, who scored a try in the opening couple of minutes for Newcastle. Brayley is there at dummy half. And now it goes across to Elliott, who offloads to Hetherington, pops it back to Brayley, then Elliott. Tackle count restarts, says the referee. Adam Elliott will be taken by Tohu Harris. They don't want to surrender this lead, the Warriors, so close to half-time. Who has it now? It goes to Hastings, then Leo Thompson, and he's tipped over about 21 metres out from the Warriors line on tackle 2.
Well, this is where Warriors fans get nervous, Maroon, because in the past, this is where they give up points. They need to change that programming and hold them out here.
Now Brayley and Ponga and Bradman Best. Not seeing enough footy today, Bradman. Here he comes back in toward the centre. And picked off by Big Bunty, 5 metres out, right in front of the post. 2 till the break. Now, right side again to Hastings. And then lethal Leo Thompson. Not so lethal Len. They wrapped him up 5 metres out on the last. So let's have a look at this kick. Brayley's at dummy half. Now it's back for Jackson Hastings. Straight across the face of the post. Nice kick. Edward Cozy plucks it out of the air. Well, wingers don't get too many raps, Del, but he's been good tonight.
Yeah, Cozy hasn't done much wrong. Gets himself nice body check there. Beautifully taken.
Sean Johnson. And off now to Rompy Pompey, 20 metres out from his own try line. Warriors 10, Newcastle 6. Triple M rocking the footy for ream hot water again in 2023.
That's the good thing about the Warriors outside five. They've got a big outside five, so they should be able to get off to a really good start, you know. Clean sets. Here we go.
Here we go. Jackson Ford's out of a tackle. Yeah. He's over the halfway. He needs support, Jackson Ford. What a run. Well, he didn't see too much of that at the Dragons. Quick play the ball to Egan. Then it goes across to Nickel Kluckster. Gets it away to Sean Johnson. Steps around Kalen Ponga. Puts a kick in. The chase is on. Dom Young misses it. Oh, no, he doesn't. He bats it dead in goal. So he puts an end to what was a very nice set for the Warriors, Gerds.
Yeah, some really enterprising play there, and it's just a one-on-one miss. Jackson Ford just runs over the top of Dong Young. Couldn't link up with some support to Murray Martin was there, but just couldn't get the football to him. But it didn't overplay his hand, the young back rower. Quick play of the ball, and then it went to that man, Sean Johnson, who was just looking for an opening, looking for someone to come out of the line. But yeah, they held their nerve, the Knights, and now they've only got to hold out for 15 seconds.
Lockie Miller, what are you doing?
Short dropout, hasn't gone the 10. And the penalty will go to Newcastle because Adam Pompey crossed the 10 and picked the ball up. And I asked the question again, do these blokes know the rules of the game they get paid to play in?
It's hard to argue on that one, Maroon, because the ball was never across the line. He went from being in an onside position to running over the line to being in an offside position to take the football. So clearly that's a fair question under those circumstances, Anthony.
Okay, it is half time, and that'll be all they wrote for the first half, with Newcastle scoring first to lead 6-0. Warriors reeling them back into the back end of the half to go in at half time. Warriors 10 lead the Newcastle Knights 6. Triple M NRL with Ryan Girdler, Wendell Saylor and Anthony Maroon. We'll take a break and come back with the halftime wrap as Triple M rocks the footy.
That half for Beacon Trade. With an upgraded trade program to help power your work. Beacon Trade. Let's make light work. For McDonald's and Ream. Triple M rocks footy.
Triple M traffic.
Everything from fresh produce to general goods and so much more. You haven't been to a market till you've been to Paddy's.
Epping, look out for a two-car prang on Beecroft Road at Carlingford Road. Heavy delays southbound there. Chippendale, that gas leak continuing on Broadway at Kensington Street westbound. In Oakhurst, traffic lights are flashing yellow on North Rooty Hill Road at Jersey Road. Or Burn, there's been a crash involving multiple cars on the M4 at Stubb Street heading eastbound as well. Ermington, busy southbound on Silverwater Road at Victoria Roads. Weight Watchers, 50% off sale. Their most popular plans at half price. Join Weight Watchers today at www.com. Hurry, 50% off sale ends Monday. T's and C's apply. I'm Thomas Reeve with the latest traffic on Triple M, the home of good times and rock's greatest hits.
With over 1,000 stands in 2 huge locations, you're sure to find a bargain at Paddy's. Visit paddysmarkets.com.au.
Score a great deal at Dan Murphy's for this footy season. With unbeatable offers on beers, spirits, wines and more, pick up a winner in-store or online at danmurphys.com.au before the game. Kick off the footy season at Dan Murphy's. T's and C's apply. Choose to drink wise.
40 crispy chicken McNuggets are for friends. Together with tangy Cajun sauce, close friends only. Pick up juicy chicken and tangy Cajun at Macca's drive-thru today. Select items available for a limited time.
Score a great deal at Dan Murphy's for this footy season. With unbeatable offers on beers, spirits, wines and more, pick up a winner in-store or online at danmurphys.com.au before the game. Kick off the footy season at Dan Murphy's. T's and C's apply. Choose to drink wise.
We are Triple M Footy.
Multiply the excitement this NRL season with Ladbrokes Same Game Multi. Available on every game this round. Download the Ladbrokes app today. Ladbroke it. Gamble responsibly.
Triple M Footy.
Score a great deal at Dan Murphy's for this footy season. With unbeatable offers on beers, spirits, wines and more, pick up a winner in-store or online at danmurphys.com.au before the game. Kick off the footy season at Dan Murphy's. T's and C's apply. Choose to drink wise.
The parent meet and greet with sweaty armpits. The family holiday with her entire family.
Whoa, 99 bottles of beer.
The drive across town with the mother-in-law.
Oh, and Deborah kept going on about her divorce and the proceedings. And honestly,
the Mitsubishi Triton. Nothing can frighten that Triton.
40 crispy chicken McNuggets are for friends. Together with tangy Cajun sauce, close friends only. Pick up juicy chicken and tangy Cajun at Macca's drive-thru today. Select items available for a limited time.
With over 1,000 stands in 2 huge locations, you're sure to find a bargain at Paddy's. Visit paddysmarkets.com.au.
Triple M footy lives on Leicester.
Ready or not?
For McDonald's and Ream Hot Water, Triple M rocks footy.
Well, it's great to be back calling Friday night footy on the Triple M network for Ream. And at halftime here, we've got the Warriors 10 leading Newcastle 6. Both sides with a lot to prove in 2023, and certainly a lot of new faces, particularly in this Warriors side. How have you seen the first half, Gerds?
Yeah, I think new coach Andrew Webster pretty happy with what he's seen. A little bit concerned early. I think the Newcastle Knights scored after 3 minutes, and there was some concerning signs defensively. They didn't look connected. It was a nice play from Kalen Ponga, who looked like he was going to have a big impact in the game. And then after that, sort of the Warriors were able to just turn momentum on the back of some really nice ball control. They're completing it almost 90%, so they've been disciplined with the football, and they've been making some really good defensive decisions, especially on those edges. Made some nice one-on-one tackles and saved a couple of tries, and then when they've gotten down the other end of the field, you know, there's been some enterprising play. Dylan Walker's made a really good impact coming on from the bench and allowing their halves to get a little bit wider. Charles Nickel-Klutz actually been quite creative around the middle of the ruck, and we've seen a nice try to bunny a foul with some nice work from Egan, and then a lovely set piece over to that right-hand side, allowing young Cozzy, who's having a good night, to score as well. So I think, from the Warriors side of things, they'll be pretty happy going in with a 4-point lead, but the Newcastle Knights, just haven't been able to turn momentum back when things started going against them, and that's something that they'll need to work on in the second half.
Still anybody's game, though. Wendell, how have you seen it, mate? Well, we've just got a little drama with your microphone there. There we go. Try it now, mate.
Oh, mate, I know you like trying to turn me off, mate. And, a lot of people do. But I've got to say, it's been quite good. This nice little hit out here for the Warriors and the Knights. But once again, I just think the Knights need to be more composed. Obviously, they keep going to Kalen Ponga. Jackson Hastings, he's getting himself involved. Some nice kicks there. But also, I just think they're forward through the middle third. They've got to try and own that middle third a bit more. So, I like what they're doing there, the Knights, but they're just not counter-punching like they should. And the Warriors seem to have a lot more to offer. Sean Johnson, I think he talked about he missed a tackle early on that first try there. But then, since then, he's been wonderful. He's been really involved, looking to shift the ball, put some nice little kicks in there. And I've got to say this, young Dom Young, good young player. I think he's still rattled from that Marcelo Montoya. Yeah. I reckon it was a shoulder charge that he got away with.
I think you might be right there too on the Harvey Norman replay. Anyway, Warriors 10 lead Newcastle 6. Wendell, Ryan and Maroon will take a break and come back with the second half as Triple M rocks the footy.
That half for the Mitsubishi Triton. Nothing can frighten a Triton. For McDonald's and Ream, Triple M rocks footy.
All right, get the game you want when you want this NRL season, Delicious.
Oh, yes, mate. With all 204 NRL Telstra Premiership regular season games on KO, including 120 games exclusive on Fox League, you will never miss your favourite team.
That's all the match-winning tries, bone-crunching hits, wherever, whenever, all season long. You love your KO, Del.
I love KO, mate. You know this. Whenever sport is everything, new to KO, start your free trial today.
Giddy up.
Everything from fresh produce to general goods and so much more. You haven't been to a market till you've been to Paddy's.
Epping, look out for a 2-car prang on Beecroft Road at Carlingford Road. Heavy delays southbound there. Chippendale, that gas leak continuing on Broadway at Kensington Street westbound. In Oakhurst, traffic lights are flashing yellow on North Rooty Hill Road at Jersey Road. Auburn, there's been a crash involving multiple cars on the M4 at Stubb Street heading eastbound as well. Ermington, busy southbound on Silverwater Road at Victoria Road. Weight Watchers, 50% off sale. Their most popular plans at half price. Join Weight Watchers today at www.com. Hurry, 50% off sale NRL ends Monday. T's and C's apply. I'm Thomas Reeve with the latest traffic on Triple M, the home of good times and rock's greatest hits.
With over 1,000 stands in 2 huge locations, you're sure to find a bargain at Paddy's. Visit paddysmarkets.com.au.
Score a great deal at Dan Murphy's for this footy season. With unbeatable offers on beers, spirits, wines and more, pick up a winner in-store or online at danmurphys.com.au before the game. Kick off the footy season at Dan Murphy's. T's and C's apply. Choose to drink wise.
Kick off the new season at Harvey Norman. Catch all the action with LG 65-inch OLED Evo Smart TV for $3,195 and save a massive $900. Bonus local delivery. Feel the crowd roar with Samsung True Dolby Atmos soundbar. Now under $1,400, save $600. Serve up half-time drinks with craft ice from the LG InstaView French door fridge for $4,198. Recover after the match with the Theragun Pro Percussive Massager for $698, save over $200. T's and C's apply. Kick off the new season at Harvey Norman.
You don't need to be out in the middle to score a quick fire 40. Get 40 crispy, juicy chicken McNuggets from Macca's. Together with Cajun dipping sauce, it makes the ultimate partnership. Be sure to dip each chicken McNugget in carefully to score the perfect ratio of crispy chicken to tang. You know what I'm talking about. That's something the team will be happy to get around. Order via McDelivery today. Selected items available for a limited time only, so be quick. McDelivery is available in selected locations. Check it out. You know where. Only at Macca's.
The parent meet and greet with sweaty armpits. The family holiday with her entire family.
Whoa, 99 bottles of beer.
The drive across town with the mother-in-law.
Oh, and Deborah kept going on about her divorce and the proceedings. Honestly,
The Mitsubishi Triton. Nothing can frighten that Triton.
Score a great deal at Dan Murphy's for this footy season. With unbeatable offers on beers, spirits, wines and more, pick up a winner in-store or online at danmurphys.com.au before the game. Kick off the footy season at Dan Murphy's. T's and C's apply. Choose to drink wise.
With over 1,000 stands in 2 huge locations, you're sure to find a bargain at Paddy's. Visit paddysmarkets.com.au.
For McDonald's and Ream Hot Water, Triple M rocks footy.
Ready or not?
First half highlights.
You can't stop what I got. Ready or not?
Mitre 10 Trade. For expert advice and a job done right the first time.
Brayley again, and then it goes to Mann, and Ponga gets it away to Fitzgibbon. He's going to score. Wow, we haven't even seen the Warriors with the ball yet. Straight through goes Barnett. Barnett just needs support. He goes on his own. And he's tackled by Mann. Why didn't he give it to Sean Johnson? Last tackle, Egan, Johnson, he lets it go to Pompey, and then Kosey, and he goes over in the corner. Edward Kosey, great try.
The Warriors are back in it.
Egan again, got it away to Bunty. Bunty, he crashes over right out of the post, Ryan, and the Warriors hit back. Now Murata Nuakora for the try line. Are they going to stop him? Well, I think they hold him up.
Yeah, he's got no try.
Warriors 10 lead the Newcastle Knights 6.
For McDonald's and Ream Hot Water, Triple M rocks footy.
And welcome back. Friday Night Football. It's been a good game in Sky Stadium, Wellington. The Warriors 10 lead Newcastle 6 at Triple M _ NRL. Big welcome to all the service workers who have had a busy off-season. Great to have you listening to us tonight. All the coppers, the ambos, the fireys. If I've missed anyone, of course, nurses, doctors, hospital staff doing a wonderful job, and they can only get to the radio. We love you guys and we appreciate what you do. And of course, Del, the truckies.
Yeah, hey truckies, how you going?
What about the horn?
No,
give us the horn, Del. If you don't give us the horn, I'm going to ragdoll you.
I'm not that well, so I've been a bit crook last couple of days.
Hey, you know why he's not well, Ryan?
Why is that?
We went on a country tour, Dubbo, Trangie,
Did you? Who drove? Who drove?
Me, I drove.
How did that go for you?
It was great, mate, but he was just he drove me mad. Absolutely, Burko.
In what way?
He did not stop talking. He did not stop.
Okay, I thought you were going to say he took up too much room on the Queen bed.
No, we had our own cabins, didn't we?
Oh, you did have your own cabin.
At the Trangie Caravan Park, we had our own cabins.
Okay.
Well, me and Del did, but MG and Toby, that's our mate Toby, they were in together.
Yeah, they were in the same bed.
They were in the same. They had to sleep.
What's going on there?
In the same bed.
Wow, that was weird. I think that's a Penrith thing.
Yeah. Anyway, we stopped at Macca's, Lithgow, Bathurst, Orange. If he didn't eat 173 nuggets,
I love nuggets.
He had that many nuggets.
Yeah.
Honestly, man.
What sort of sauce do you go with, big man?
No, I don't go with any sauce,
He would
mate.
just
No
w-
sauce.
waffle
You
them
want a
in.
dry nugget. You like a dry nugget?
Yeah, I like a dry nugget, mate.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I've never seen a nugget-a-thon like it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, some nervous nuggets.
They didn't stand a chance, boys.
Yeah. Anyway, here we go, boys. We've got Newcastle coming out for the second half, but we do love our nuggets, and of course you can get 40 chicken McNuggets and Cajun dipping sauce. T's and C's, selected items available, but be careful of Dell. He is the nugget man.
You putting 40 away, Del? You got 40 covered, nuggets?
Easy, mate, easy.
Easy 40.
He would have had 40 and chased it with a couple of burgers. I am telling you, he'd eaten 80 nuggets by the time we were in Orange.
I love nuggets, mate. I love
I
Macca's.
thought you said he didn't shut up, Maroon. So how's he eating 100 nuggets and talking the whole way?
Then we go into the Macca's at Lithgow. It's brekkie time. He clears the joint. He goes in there talking, taking photos. He cleared the joint. He got served in about 1 minute.
People love me.
They do. They love the big Dell. No, they do.
I love you too. Oh, I love your car. He wouldn't let me drive his car, Gertz.
Oh, really?
Never.
No.
Never.
Okay.
Never, mate. That will never happen.
Camaro.
Hey!
Yeah, told you I'm learning.
Yes.
It's worth 120k.
Oh, hang on. I don't know if it's worth that.
Yeah, it is, mate.
Anyway, I don't know if... Well, it's got a lot of Ks on it now. So...
You looking to sell it, Maroon?
No, never, mate. I'm looking...
Okay.
I'm going to... Car lovers, I was thinking about retiring it and getting a Chevy pickup truck. But my missus has got other ideas, my lovely Christine. Anyway, let's get back to the footy. Warriors 10, Newcastle 6. Lethal Leo Thompson is out there ready to go. He's a serious-looking cat. He's a serious-looking cat, that Leo Thompson. Bunty Afoa. It's a very important half of footy for these two teams. It would be great for one of them to obviously get away for a good start. We mentioned earlier 14th and 15th last season. Only the Tigers behind these two. For the Warriors, a brand new coach, a bloke we know well, Andrew Webster, whose brother James Webster's pretty well known in Super League coaching circles, but Andrew's been on the coaching staff here in Sydney with Penrith and the West Tigers too over the years. Great bloke, and we wish him all the best. There's the kick-off. Not to be confused with Andrew Webster, the journo, who we also love very much. To you, Webby, if you're listening. Bunty Afoa takes the tackle 18 metres out. Plays it back to Egan. Then it goes across to Tohu Harris. Tohu Harris is going to be chopped down by Lethal Leo. 15 metres out on tackle 2. Plays it back to Egan again. Goes left side. Gets it away to Murata Nuakori, who takes the tackle for the Warriors. 19 his own side of the halfway line. Then the experience of Dylan Walker. South via Manly. Off to the Warriors. And playing in number 14 just as he did whilst at Manly for the most part. Egan again, then Nickel Kluckster, another one who is new to the Warriors, although he returns after those 4 or 5 years in Canberra. Now, Sean Johnson on the last tackle. High, but not deep kick. It comes down, battered by Kosi, but it goes forward. This will be a Newcastle ball. Triple M Beacon Trade scoreboard. It's still 10-6 Warriors lead Newcastle. As the referee says... It will now be the Knights ball. So too another great sponsor been with us from the start, Mitsubishi. Engineered beyond tough, the Triton delivers turbocharged power and workhorse grunt.
You still get one of those 10-year warranties on those.
Yeah,
Tritons?
absolutely you do, mate. 10
Are they
years
still
warranty.
doing that, are they?
They're doing 10 years warranty and 10 years cap price servicing.
Clearing Tohu.
So if I were you, I'd look at getting into one. But pay for it. Brayley, Ponga. Ponga's taken by Nuakori. And it might have been high. It was.
Yeah, a little bit of a high shot there. Nothing too serious. Just slipped up. Kalen Ponga there just sort of attacking that left edge. Nuakori's been really good. He's that hard edge. He's the guy that they really needed to stiffen up their edge defence. Nuakori on that right-hand side. And yeah, he's really just making his presence felt against Kalen Ponga. That one just comes up off the ball. He wasn't happy with that. It hasn't been a great start at the second half for the Warriors. It was a pretty average end of their set, and then an early penalty gives the Knights first attacking opportunity at their line.
Elliott to the line, pulled down 10 metres out. Will get up and plays it back. Left side this time for Hastings to throw the dummy, and Nickel Clockster gives him a cuddle 2 metres out from the Warriors line on tackle 3. And Bunty Afoa lets him up late. Brayley again, this time back for lethal Leo Thompson, but Leo gets caught in the traffic, and he's easy pickings for Chance that time. Tackle force, says referee Sutton. Newcastle need to get a little bit more creative. Brayley, Elliott and Hastings, right side. Then it goes out to Miller, and Miller's taken. Might have been a crusher there, I thought. But he gets up quickly and plays it back as the tackle count. Last tackle, says referee. Jackson Hastings puts a little kick in. Up they go.
Great take.
Taken beautifully by, is it Pompey? Yes, it is. Or is it Edward Cosey?
Oh, no,
it's Pompey.
It's the Pompey man.
Rompy Pompey. We love Rompy Pompey, don't we?
Here's Edward Cosey now, who's trimmed down a little bit in the off-season. He might have been on the bull. He might have been on the man shake and the bull worker.
Yeah, the boys are looking good.
Plays back to... did you ever have a bull worker, Ryan, when you were a young fella?
My old man had a bull worker. I remember walking around the house with the old man's bull worker when I was a kid. That's probably how I got so big.
Well, I remember when I was working at Wynn, I'd see your old man coming down Borelli Street.
Yeah, from the newspapers.
I go, this bloke, if he hasn't been on the bull worker, I'll give it away.
Oh, totally, yeah.
Last tackle. Back now to Sean Johnson from inside the 40. He kicks.
What was your favourite exercise on the bull worker?
Oh, the chest,
Maroon?
just the squeezes to get it on the...
I love the bow. You remember the bow and arrow, like it had to have the two straps, and you could pull the straps apart.
Yeah, the old bow and arrow, I loved it.
Bow and arrow, love it.
I might get one on eBay, get on eBay and get one.
Good play there for Newcastle.
Brayley,
good run.
Hastings. Now Kurt Mann straightens up and pulled down by Dylan Walker. Still Warriors 10, Newcastle 6-4 gone second half. Brayley again to Elliott this time. Inside the 30 goes at him. Tackle 3's 25 metres out. It's just slowed down a little this game at the moment. We see Hastings offload to Ponga, who got a little pass away then onto Fitzgibbon, and they're only 11 metres out, this Newcastle side. So Brayley, then it went across, finished up in the arms of Elliott.
Shot there by Dylan Walker.
Tackle count restarts, Del.
Yep.
Brayley again. Right side he comes. Hastings got it away to Mann. Mann is taken by Tamari Martin, but only 3 metres out. Very early in the tackle count. Played back to Brayley again. Left we go. Out to Hetherington. And the former Doggies players only 2 metres out, right in front of the posts on tackle 3. Can they hold the Warriors? Brayley again. Long pass Hastings. Long one Ponga. Tapped onto Bradman Best. Given out to Heimel Hunt. And Heimel goes over in the corner to even us all up, Ryan, at 10-all.
Yeah, they're dangerous down that left side, aren't they? We spoke about the start of the second half from the Warriors. It hasn't been good. It was a poor kick on the end of their first attacking set. And then some ill discipline just allowed Newcastle to camp himself down this end of the field, and yeah, when they get a little football in the right areas, they go to that go-to man, Kalen Ponga. He just does a lovely little flick on. Nice hands there from Best. Best gives a lovely pass there with still a little bit of work to do for Hunt, but yeah, he's just able to do a nice dive in the corner, gets Newcastle off to the exact start they need in this second half, just to build a little bit of confidence, get a little bit of momentum, and get themselves right back into this game.
10-all on the Triple M Mitsubishi Triton scoreboard. Delicious.
Yeah, well, Newcastle, they played it right there. A bit of second phase play there. But Kalen Ponga, his skill set is unbelievable. He just taps it on, and that makes the Warriors players come in there. And nice try there by Heimel Hunt. He won't score an easier try there. Just reaches out like Superman.
And now the kick predictor for Gerard Malouf and partners. Another hard kick. 42% from the sideline. Now let's have a look and see how he goes with this one.
I'm backing him in here.
You're backing him in?
Yeah.
You want to have some nuggets on it?
Yeah, sure.
All right. So McDonald, I'm not buying you 100.
No,
I'll have 20 nuggets on it.
20 nuggets, okay.
Here we go now. Jackson Hastings, 42%. The Gerard Malouf and partners kick predictor. Thank you, Gerard Malouf.
What are you thinking, Gertz?
I think he'll push it to the right of the uprights, Wendell.
Okay.
Here we go now.
Like a block, you know when you play golf, you're a golfer, when you just block it, you just sort of block it out to the...
Yep.
So that it doesn't draw around, it just doesn't play ball. I think he might push this one.
All right on the sideline, 20 and a bit metres back to put the Newcastle Knights back in front as Triple M rocks the NRL round 1, Friday night football. Here comes Hastings, sits up nicely, coming around, and he's kicked it. He's kicked it.
Woo.
So, Newcastle 12, Warriors 10 as Triple M rocks the footy.
You don't need to be out in the middle to score a quick-fire 40. Get 40 crispy, juicy chicken McNuggets and tangy Cajun dipping sauce from Macca's. It's the ultimate partnership. Order via McDelivery today. Select items available for a limited time. McDelivery is available in select locations.
Just on the nuggies for the final time, my son, James, not a man full of great ideas, but he used to take the nuggies home and put them in bread and whack them in the toasted sandwich maker.
Oh, yeah, okay. That's
a good idea, isn't it?
That's not a bad idea. All I say, teach me how to nuggie. Teach me how to nuggie. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, baby.
There's a high kick-off. Comes down, taken on the full there by Lockie Miller. He's going across field, and he's going to eventually picked off by the Warriors defence. Newcastle 12, Warriors 10, 7 gone second half. Brayley has the ball, gets it away to Hetherington. Hetherington stopped by Bunty Afoe. It's been a good game of footy. 21 metres out from their own try line. Brayley is there again. Then it comes across to Hymel Hunt. Speaking of nuggies, though, Ben Dobbin will be in next to call the Broncos-Penrith game for you. And Brayley goes short side now, gets it away to Fitzgibbon, runs into Johnson. Johnson does well to hold him, and they stop him just his own side of the halfway tackle for is the call now. We go back to the dummy half, then back across to lethal Leo Thompson on the halfway line. He's taken by Walker. It's the last tackle. Newcastle Knights. Brayley. Hastings has it. He kicks straight down to Marcelo Montoya, who has to take a few steps back to take it on the full, and then gets caught in a Malachi crunch. Man, and Anari Tuala tackle him. Then Tamari Martin gets the pass away to Braden Villiamy. 25 his own side of the halfway line. Looking at those completion rates at the moment, they're good for a round one game. 21-24 Warriors, 20 of 23 Newcastle on the Choice Hotel stats. So Nickel Kluckster, straight down the middle and over the halfway line he goes for the Warriors. Still anyone's game. Now Egan's at dummy half. Egan's stopped by Hetherington. Great defence to stop him, but he's only about 20 or 35 metres out. In fact, Johnson puts a kick up on tackle 5. Hymel Hunt is under it, and the veteran winger takes it beautifully, and then picked off by Dylan Walker. Played back to Hastings, given then on to Fitzgibbon. Ponga at dummy half. Bradman best. Can we get Bradman some more football?
Yeah, get some early ball, I reckon.
Then played back to Brayley. Lethal Leo Thompson turns to pass, and Bunty Afoe's got hold of him like he wants to make love. Just his own side of halfway, Brayley again, and I think Lockie Miller's dropped it, but the referees. Ryan?
Well, they catch a break there. Just saying the markers weren't square. It was nice plays. We listened to Tohu Harris.
No, I caught him good, mate. But that one, he's just short. He takes the ball. I can't do much there. Go team, mate.
Yeah, it's just the marker there. It's, as we see a quick tap here from Hastings, and they're understanding that they've got the momentum at the moment, the Knights, and trying to capitalise with just playing up tempo.
Now, Brayley gets it away to Adam Elliott. They're only 15 metres out, and they lead by 2 on the Triple M Mitsubishi Triton scoreboard. It's played back again to Brayley. Given to Hastings, then Ponga goes left. Steps inside one, taken in a good tackle. And he'll play it about 10 metres out from the Warriors line. Now back toward the centre for Hetherington to take it inside the 10. And it's a good run from Jack Hetherington. He's still going. Tell you what, he's got half a dozen Warriors jumpers on him. And he'll get up and play it 1 metre out. Again we go Brayley. Left side, knocked on by Jackson Hastings. Simple error, Dell, and it means pressure's off.
Yeah, well, this is what Newcastle do sometimes, you know. They got him on the ropes there. Jackson Hastings, he's usually good at executing this play here. He just gets a little bit excited. Ball straight through the hands. Knock on just out there. Oh, mate, that's a coach killer right there. He's not happy with himself, the young man. He's had a solid game.
He has.
Line front foot.
10 gone second half.
His old man wasn't a bad player, eh?
Oh, the great Horry. He'd be listening right now too, Horry. Yeah. The great Horry Hastings still looks $1 million.
Does he live around near you or not?
Yeah, I know Horry pretty well. He's an old Zetland boy, and now he lives around near me somewhere.
Beautiful.
He's a good boy, Horry. He's a great man. Now here's Montoya. Dragged back.
Good tackling there by the Warriors. Knights is really aggressive on Montoya. He loves it.
And now the ball is with Jackson Ford. And Jackson's going to be taken by Tuala.
Great run.
He gets it away to Nickel Kluckster, who puts on a little step and a weave, and he'll play it 20 metres short of halfway. Then Egan, then Dylan Walker. If you've just joined us, 12-10 Newcastle over the Warriors. It's Triple M rocks the footy. Fanua Blake, he runs straight over the top of Bonga. As I like to say, like the 372 bus coming down Cleveland Street.
What number was that?
That was the 372 double-decker. Johnson, and then it goes across now for Viliami. He's in the clear, Viliami. He's got support from Nickel Kluckster. Nickel Kluckster's going to score, and the Warriors strike back to take the lead 14-12 as Chris Sutton comes along as he awarded the try, yet no dramas. Great play from the Warriors in a game, Ryan, where the lead is just seesawing.
Yeah, we're going to have a look at this one because, Viliami just got through way too easily. It looked like one of the Knights players either fell over or was taken out by one of the support players. Let's just have a look at this replay. Johnson goes in the line, gives it to Martin. Viliami then, Martin actually takes out Tuala there. I'm not sure whether it was intentional, but it was sort of like a domino. He got knocked over by his own man and then actually fell into Tuala there, which knocked him out of the way. That made the space there for Viliami to go through, and then he's been good, Kluckster, this afternoon. He's been busy. He's sort of fine where everyone's waiting to see if he can regain that form of 19 where he just had that breakout season for the Raiders and sort of lost his way there for a couple of years, but he's come back into the scene. He looks like he had that bad injury, and he's been on the ball tonight. He's had a couple of really nice runs, taken a couple of nice bombs, and is able to finish off a really nice try, and an important one for the Warriors, Wendell.
Yep. No, you're right there, Gerds. Mate, it's a really good try there by the Warriors. They needed that. But the Knights' defence there. You're right. You had to feel for Tuala there. It's like a little domino effect, you know.
Anyway, he still had a bit of work to do when he got the ball, Nickel Kluckster. 89% on the kick predictor, Triple M kick predictor, with our new sponsors, Gerard Maloof and Partners, Sean Johnson, Warriors 14, Newcastle 12. It's been a real seesawing game. I've enjoyed it. Delicious.
Yeah, it's been good. That's what it's all about, the early rounds, you know. Teams trying to sort themselves out here, trying to get that rhythm.
13 gone second half. Remember, up next, Broncos Penrith. That's going to be a real challenge, that one, for the Broncos side with the great Adam Reynolds. And here we go, Sean Johnson from 10 in from touch. And he's missed it. He's missed it. Warriors 14, Newcastle 12, Triple M NRL for Ream. And still anyone's game, Ryan.
Yeah, similar start to how we had the opening 10 or so minutes of the first half, where Newcastle sort of dominated, were able to score a try early, and then the Warriors just slowly hung in there and then found their groove, and once they've got the football, started looking the more dangerous of the two. But yeah, high completion rate from both sides. It's been a high quality game. Obviously timing's a little bit out. There's been a few missed tackles, but the completion rates are high. Kicking games have been pretty good, and I think the fans that have turned up to the Cake Kin today will be pretty happy.
Yeah, they will be happy, Goods.
I got a good game tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Manly and Doggies.
Yeah.
Two teams, new coaches, lots of new players. I'm going to take the Doggies here, and I'm really looking forward to that game.
Of course you are.
Are you looking forward to it, Del?
Yes.
Are you working on it?
No, but I'm backing Manly here.
Played back to come across from Egan to Tohu Harris.
On the mark, front foot, go.
Then Egan again to Nickel Kluckster over the halfway. This has been a good set for the Warriors. Back it comes now to Egan. Egan's over the 40 and still looking to offload. Is tackled now about 35 metres out.
Sold out that game too, Maroon.
That's great. I didn't know that. Here's Fanua Blake over the 30-metre line. Like when you did the sports lunch at Trangie. As soon as they know you're coming, it's a sellout.
Oh, mate, it's a team effort, mate. It's me, you and MJ.
29 metres out. Now the ball goes across on the last to Johnson. Gets out of a tackle and then kicks. Out toward his winger. Up goes Heimel Hunt. Comes down without the ball. Curran's got it.
He got there, Curran.
He got there too, Curran. He's got the ball down on the line. Let's have a listen to Chris Sutton, because I'm sure it'll be a Harvey Norman replay. It's a video ref, but I think it's going to be a try to Curran, Ryan.
Well, he's talking about a double knock-on, so I think it's going to be the Warriors' ball if it is no try, but Hunt goes up for the ball. It's a nice kick from Johnson. Everyone is onside. Again, it's on the back of a good set from the Warriors, just going about their business nicely, and then it's a nice chase, and the chase makes the kick in the end, and they compete with Hunt. It's Cozier that goes up for the ball with Hunt, Pompey. Now, who does that come off first?
I think it comes off the Warriors.
It might come backwards off Pompey. And then they need to deem whether or not it goes forward or backwards off Pompey. Then it goes into the hands there of
it's a double knock
of Hunt, and then Hunt can't handle the ball as it pops up then for Curran. But I don't think it'll get that far, Maroon. I think it'll be decided here.
Double knock on.
Double knock on. Yeah, I think he's got this one right.
Oh, yeah, that was messy.
The old double knock on. Heimel's a good name, isn't it? Heimel. Was that the robot off Get Smart? No, that was Jaime. Anyway, no try, Josh Curran.
Thanks, mate.
No try, knock on, Heimel Hunt. Deception Bay boy, by the way. Warriors 14, Newcastle 12.
He's been good tonight. Chris Sutton, it's been a really good start to the season from the officials. I thought, last night Ashley Klein did a good job, and there's a few new rule interpretations, not too many changes, but maybe some of the things that they've brought in the off-season have actually made their job a little easier, gave them a little bit more clarity around some of those ambiguous rules we've had over the past few seasons. So, yeah, so far so good from an officiating point of view, boys.
Ryan, there were a lot of, we probably don't have time to dissect it now, but a lot of forward passes out of the ruck, particularly from Josh Hodgson last night, I thought.
There's a few flat balls, weren't there?
Yeah.
But, they didn't seem to want to pick them up, and they let the game flow, and maybe they're going to give the attacking side the benefit of the doubt.
Johnson throws a dummy. Johnson for the line. He'll be held up and driven back. A vintage Sean Johnson there, 2 metres out on tackle. One referee's going to penalise Newcastle. So do they just keep the pressure on here? Yes, I think they will.
Where you going, Wade?
And they only lead 14-12.
They're really going to knuckle down on that. They're going to make sure that the defensive side is 10 metres back from scrums, and you're going to see a penalty like we saw just then. So Warriors now in the middle of the field with a full set.
Now Harris will play it back to Egan, who gets it away to Fanua Blake. Fanua Blake, he goes into the bump first, and he's pulled down by Phoenix Crosland, who's out there. 5 metres out, and we'll get up and play it back. We're just having a little bit of trouble with the monitor. There we go. Egan again gets it away to Sean Johnson, left side. Here is Jackson Ford, 9 metres out. He'll get up and play it back quickly to Egan once again, who got it away to Tohu Harris. Tohu looked like he wasn't expecting it. He's 4 metres out right in front of the post. Has he given the Warriors another penalty? He'll bin someone soon.
Easy, I'll do
and
it.
the penalty counts now 6-5 Knights.
Must have been a high shot or a late shot on Dylan Walker. He's not happy about it. Sutton, he wants to have a chat to someone from Newcastle. Let's have a look at this. He just runs through, and it's just a little bit of a shoulder check.
Yeah,
there from, it looks like Elliott.
Now, he calls Adam Elliott over. Dylan Walker's okay.
I'll come back to you, mate, but not at this stage.
Jackson Hastings talking to the referee. Dylan Walker is up. And he adds a lot of experience to this side, Dylan Walker. Let's have a listen to Chris Sutton here.
Okay.
We're going to send Ben here.
Harvey Norman on deck with us again too. Let's have a listen to Adam Elliott.
Okay. Adam! Mate, it's on report. Adam Elliott. It's deemed on report, mate. No. Line here, Jaden. At 10 metres, it's gone back to where we were.
Adam Elliott on report after that hit on Dylan Walker. Dylan Walker, no ball in his hand. Now this is Fanua Blake. Warriors lead 14-12 on the Triple M Mitsubishi Triton scoreboard. Egan, Harris takes Crosland on, and Crosland hangs on. And they stop Tohu about 5 out right in front of the sticks. Then Egan goes from dummy half. He'll get over the line. He won't get the ball down. He'll be held up. And it's going to be a penalty. Is it a crusher?
Nah, Crosland was never onside. Yeah, Wendell's 100%.
Oh, Phoenix Crosland's gone to the bin. Now,
you want Goods? Goods, he didn't get back, did he, Goods?
He never got square.
Yeah.
He never got square, and I think that's the third or fourth penalty now. So there's been a fair bit of ill discipline from the Knights in this area, and something's had enough, and he's marched him.
Yep. Phoenix Crosland to the sin bin. 17 and a half minutes into the second half. So Knights down to 12. Warriors have had 4 penalties straight, and they are on the attack against the defending 12. Egan's at dummy half. Takes it on his own. Tackle count restarts. Ball comes loose. Now it's on. Pushing and shoving. Here we go. They're all into it now, just grabbing jumpers and grabbing each other around the neck. But there's no fists flying. It's just overflow. It's been simmering away for a while.
It has been, Maroon. But they're not squaring up here. Newcastle Knights.
The concern here for the Warriors is that, Egan's been sort of picked up and thrown on his back, and he's had a couple of bodies come down on him, and he doesn't look like he's in good shape. The penalty was called. They went on with the play, and then, that would have hurt. Fitzgibbon comes over the top, puts all of his weight. He's a big man, and then the ball's dislodged. Walker doesn't like it. He goes after Miller, who's underneath. But I think Miller's okay. I mean, it's a lifting tackle, but it wasn't past the horizontal, I don't think.
So remembering we've got Newcastle with a player down. Let's have a listen to referee Chris Sutton now after that little melee. And we've still got that Warriors player on his back, Wade Egan. Still have not seen Bradman Best in this game. Well, he's out there. We just haven't seen much involvement. So just to clarify that. And as we like to say, here we go.
That was offside and involved in that tackle, so it will be a penalty.
Penalty's going to go to the Warriors again here.
Warriors going to compose themselves here. This is their 5th penalty in a row.
Just let this.
And I think there's the referees are now calling. I think it's held release, and they're doing it so that they don't want that third man to sort of get involved in the play, which is kind of okay in some parts of the field. But in these parts of the field, it's really hard, because if you're on your own try line and you're told to release and you let go of the guy who plays the ball, the dummy half's going to run every time, and they're just going to put the ball over the line. So it's kind of it's probably a rule that we're going to see the team struggle with early on until they find a solution for it, because it's definitely an advantage to the attacking side, especially if you've got a running dummy half and they're only allowing sort of 2 into the tackle, and the tackle's not actually being completed. Then the dummy half seeing 2 guys that are not going to be able to get around and get onside, and he's just going to run at him, and that's probably the 4th or 5th penalty in this game we've seen around that new rule. So it's something, Maroon, to keep an eye on.
Expert comments there from Seabus Super.
I don't want players continually coming at me or pushing and shoving, because you'll finish up another one short.
All right, that's Sutton talking to Brayley.
I just gave you the message.
Penalty again goes to the Warriors. Now, they've got to turn this into points, Del. They've had a lot of ball.
Penalty, the bloke was at marker and he
they
wasn't
certainly
straight,
do.
and the ball's come out.
76% of possession in the last 10.
I'm dealing with it. Just leave it with me, okay? Sweet, mate. Thank you.
Sweet, mate. There you go.
This is where Sean Johnson needs to compose his team here.
Mate.
He's not well, Egan.
No, he's not.
He needs a visit to the chiropractor.
Yeah.
You ever go to the chiropractor, Maroon?
Mate, I haven't been since about 1993 when I hurt my back in Wollongong.
You look like a fence paling the way you walk around. Why don't you go and loosen up a little bit, brother? Loosen the joints up a bit.
I think I'm going to start getting up East Gardens and get a massage.
Yeah.
That's what you need.
Oh, yeah. The special ones.
Here we are, Barnett. We'll play it 5 metres out from the Newcastle line. And then at dummy half, Dylan Walker got it away to his old mate Adam Fanua-Blake. 6 metres out on tackle 2. Walker is there. And left we go out to Johnson. Johnson got it away to Martin. Martin took him on. And remember, Newcastle defending with 12 men. Played back to Dylan Walker again on tackle 3. Back toward the centre, Sean Johnson. And then Tohu Harris just outside the 10 metres. They're doing well, Newcastle. They're holding, but for how long? Tackle 4, 19 gone second half. At the play the ball, it's Walker. And then it's Barnett. It's Sean Johnson. Changes direction. Gets away from one side, Feedy. The other gets him. 15 out, right in front of the post on tackle 5. Dylan Walker at dummy half again. It comes across to Tamari Martin. He kicks. Picked up by Jackson Hastings. Hastings gets out of a tackle. Bravo, Newcastle.
Yeah.
What about that defence?
Yeah, great defence, and now they get a penalty as well. Gee whiz. Give yourselves a pat on the back there, Newcastle. You aimed up for one another. 5 penalties in a row. 1 man down, and you come up with the goods. Jackson Hastings. Well played, young man.
Now, Kalen Ponga finds touch. Newcastle trail 14-12. 7.5 minutes left with 12 men. Tonight, we've got Broncos Penrith tomorrow. Manly Doggies. Good Sydney clash. All the best to Cameron and to Anthony Seibold too in their new roles. Seibold, I should say, Saifidi, 5 his own side halfway.
Oh, Seibold on your mind, haven't you, mate?
Good luck to him. Good. You always tell him I diss on him. It's not me.
No, I know.
Here's Saifidi, pull down 5 metres inside. I'm over all that now.
Yeah.
Inside the Warriors' end on tackle 3. Gets up and plays it back to Brayley. It comes across now to Lockie Miller, the Coffs Harbour Comet. Can't get away from Tamari Martin, and Barnett pulls him down. So that's tackle 4. An hour's gone in this game. And he'll get up and play it back to Brayley. Can they score with 12 men? This is Jake Saifidi, about 15 metres out, or 25 metres in fact. Last tackle. Jackson Hastings gets a little kick in. Pressure. Marcelo Montoya takes it beautifully. And then he in turn is taken by Inari Tawala. It's played back to Tamari Martin, given a chance Nickel Kluckster. 6 minutes left and 20 seconds with 12 men. And the Warriors have the ball, Ryan Girdler.
Yeah, it's going to be a real battle of attrition, isn't it? The last 19 minutes, we're really going to get to see who's done the hard work in the off-season and who's motivated to get these 2 points, because it's a ding-dong battle out there at the moment. Good contest.
Walker got it away to Barnett, and that is tackle 5. This is Johnson from outside the 40, and a high kick. It tests Dom Young, who we haven't seen for about half an hour.
Yeah, you're right.
And Dom Young is tackled 20 metres his own side of the halfway line. A good tackle there by Viliami and Jackson Ford. And then it goes across to Tawala.
Thank God he passed that.
Yeah.
Barnett came out of the line.
Geez.
Yeah,
Barnett.
It would have been. Yeah, it would have been a casualty.
100%.
Bradman Best has the ball, just his own side of halfway.
Bradman Best, he's hardly been sighted.
Now Heimel.
Oh, he loses it.
Heimel's lost it.
Jeez.
Is it a knock? Is it knockback Heimel knock on Warriors, or is it?
No, it's a knock on.
Okay, I'm going to have a look at that on the Harvey Norman replay. I thought it was knockback Heimel, knock on Warriors.
Yeah, it is. You're right, Maroon. Yeah. So Heimel's facing his own try line, tried to offload the pass, rolled it back, and then it's come off. It's come off.
Correct.
Adam Blake, and then Look, that's a bit of a tough call, isn't it? Really,
it is, but it's
the right call. It was a loose carry.
It's the right call, Maroon. Good.
14-12, Warriors lead on the Triple M Mitsubishi Triton scoreboard.
These Adam Elliott making his lucky stars for this.
Yeah, this is Hastings. Then Lockie Miller, who's having somewhat of a game. Let's have a look at Lockie's stats at the moment. 127 run metres. And in at dummy half is Brayley, Hastings, Kurt, Mann. And Fanua Blake pulls him down. Anybody's game. A good game of footy it's been too. Both teams desperate to get away to a good start. Hastings got the pass away to Saifiti, who's about 29-8. Quick play the ball. Brayley, Hastings, Ponga steps off the left. He can't offload, and they number up on him. 15 out and 10 in from touch. Tackle 4, says referee Sutton. Hastings has it again. Now the ball is with Saifiti, and that's Jake getting up to play it back. 10 metres out. Then Brayley, Hastings, Miller puts a little kick in, and Montoya will be forced to take that dead in goal, Ryan.
Yeah, it was a really good kick there from Miller on the last play. Just another string to his bow. Both the halves were sort of caught up on the inside. Ponga carrying a little bit of a leg injury at the moment, or something that's keeping him out of play. Hastings shoveled it out the back. He was sort of pressured from the inside from the Warriors defence, who have been desperate. And then, Miller just had just had the awareness, knowing it was late in the tackle count, just to run it into a little bit of open space, and Montoya had no other option but to take it out the field of play, and it's a line dropout from the Warriors, and another opportunity there as Hastings knocks that one back to the 40-metre line, and that's a real good lucky break there for the Warriors.
That's bad there from the Newcastle Knights.
Lockie Miller goes back and cleans up the dregs, plays it back to Hastings.
Got the cramps happening too, Lockie Miller.
And Jake Saifiti will play it through his own side of halfway. Brayley, Ponga, and then Fitzgibbon, who scored a try, seems like an eternity ago, about 3 minutes into the game. 15 to go now, and 2.5 minutes left, minus a player for Newcastle. Phoenix Crosland is in the bin. Warriors 14, Newcastle 12. It's played back to Ponga. It's sent across to Hastings. He got it away to Saifiti, and this is Jacob Saifiti. He'll play it about 25 metres out on the last tackle. Brayley's at dummy half again. Hastings is there from 30 out. He kicks. Under it is Montoya. He's dropped it. He's knocked it back, Marcelo, and caught by Dom Young in goal. So we'll see a goal line dropout with 14.5 to go. Triple M rocking the footy for Ream Hot Water, and they've been rocking the footy with us for over a decade. There it is on the Harvey Norman replay. Marcelo, he knocked it back, and somehow Delhi got back.
Yeah, well, I think also when Dom Young sort of went for it, his sort of arm got in the way a little bit too, and it put him off a bit. So two big, powerful wingers going toe-to-toe tonight, but I think Marcelo, he's got the points at the moment.
When you kick it,
Marcelo and Montoya.
Now, here we go. 90 seconds with 12 men, but Newcastle do have the ball. They trail 14-12. Ponga got the pass away to Jacob Saifiti, and Big Jake is tackled 30 metres out from his own line. We'll get up and play it back just a little off centre field to Brayley. Here's his brother now, Dan, and Dan's caught in a bit of a Malachi crunch there from two big boppers in Tohu Harris and Adam Fanua-Blake. It's tackle 2. Brayley again. This time Hastings for Ponga. Left side. He's through, Kalen. He's through. He needs support. He gets it back to Brayley. Brayley to Hastings. Hastings fends them, goes the other way, and Hastings is pulled down. Oh, that was Ponga brilliance. 8 metres out, though, Newcastle on tackle 3. Brayley, a dummy half, takes them on. Tackle count restarts. They trail 14-12. And now they're going to get through this without giving away any points. Hastings from dummy half. He might be there, Jackson Hastings.
No, he's short.
He's a millimetre short of the Warriors' try line. They look gassed, some of these Warriors defenders. Now again, Brayley's a dummy half. Sends it back to Saifiti, who twists and turns, but he can't get the pass away, Dan Saifiti. And that is tackle 3 in fact, with 13 to go. Brayley is there. Back it comes to Kalen Ponga now. Steps off the right once and twice and goes on his own. Kalen is held up over the line.
Chance.
Great defence. Chance Nickel Clockstad. Oh, it's a Macca's I'm loving it moment. You don't see defence like that, Gerds.
Yeah, that's incredible. He looks like the man most likely. A couple of touches of late. Just Kalen just starting to open up the defence of the Warriors, and he went straight through the middle there. I'm not sure how Chance managed to do that. What a show of strength. Gets through the tackle of Curran, comes to Klugster. Klugster then is able to just get his body underneath Ponga, who's got all the momentum, and then just drag that right arm with the football in it back into his chest.
Unbelievable.
What a show of strength there. Then pushes him back out into the field of play. What a moment there for Klugster, who's been enormous tonight for the Warriors.
Yeah.
Both sides of the ball. It's been great.
I mean, that is among the best online defence you will ever see.
Couldn't agree more, Maroon and Goods. This game is on a knife's edge right now. 12 minutes to go.
And we're back to 13 on 13.
Strap yourselves in, ladies and gentlemen.
Now Hastings got it away to Fitzgibbon, who dropped it backwards, picked up by Lockie Miller. Here's Bradman Best, but he throws it. It's knocked back. It's touched by a Warriors player. I think this will be a Warriors ball. This might be a captain's challenge. I think it was a knockback. Warriors 14, Newcastle 12.
I think it'll be a Newcastle ball.
Bradman Best, I beg your pardon. His pass went astray and knocked on off Adam. Are we talking Adam Elliott or Adam Pompey? Let's have a look on the Harvey Norman replay.
Adam Pompey, I reckon.
Where are you going, Jake?
So he flicks it back and Pompey's there. Watch this. Watch the replay there. Bradman Best throws it back. Pompey didn't realise. Comes off him, bang.
You're right. Yep, 100%. Knock on Adam Pompey. So the pressure continues on Newcastle. I beg your pardon, Warriors. 14-12. 12 to go. Warriors lead 14-12. Fitzgibbon is down injured.
Yeah, they're back to their full complement of players too. I'm not sure if you mentioned it, Maroon, but Crossland is now back on the field of play, so he'll be there to take part of this set of 6. They're 10 metres out, just to give listeners an idea where they are. The scrum's about to be packed 10 metres out, almost in the middle of the field, and they've had 3 or 4 consecutive sets now. Newcastle. There's something going on now with Kalen Ponga. I'm not sure what it is, but the independent doctor's seen something with Kalen, and he might need to leave, which would be...
Mate, independent doctors asked for you to go off. Well, it's the independent doctor, mate.
The independent doctor is calling for Kalen Ponga.
Kalen's going, bro.
What's that for?
Doctor, mate. Don't make those rulings.
And Kalen won't go.
But what? I didn't even see him get knocked.
Neither did I.
No.
Was it in the chance? Was it in the clicks to stop?
Could have been.
Come
on. Sure.
Fitzgibbon is limping from the field
for the
too.
Knights, because he was the guy doing all the damage.
Yeah, that's the guy you want in the clutch moments. He's your man. He's your Michael Jordan.
That's where we're going. Kalen has to go off.
Now, Kalen's going off. The independent doctor wants a word.
Mate, he's fine.
Middle, guys.
We'll keep an eye on that.
Come on.
That must have, Ryan, happened in the Sharks tackle.
Well, either that or...
Had to.
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I can't think of when it happened. All I know is, it's a big blow for the Knights. Huge blow.
What's up to Jackson Hastings here now?
Time off, 12 to go. Ponga leaves. Adam Elliott comes back on. And all the big boppers get to suck in a little bit of air.
Too much, mate. Wait there. Sean, wait. Right. Put her in.
Jackson Hastings feeds the scrum. Brayley toward the middle. Lockie Miller. Tawala 10 metres out. That's tackle 1 Newcastle. They need a try. They need it soon. Brayley again. Now it goes across to Dan Saifiti. He's 9 out right in front of the post on tackle 2. 2 points in it. Brayley again left. And then Hastings. And then Crosland. And
he can
picked
make
off
his
there.
teammates. Yeah.
Nuakori was the man to stop him 5 metres out. Brayley again. Tackle count restarts Hastings. Saifiti back inside the 10. Warriors 14, Newcastle 12, 11 to go as Triple M rocks the footy. Brayley left Hastings, and then Crosland, and then Best, and he's pulled down 2 metres out, 2 in from touch. Right over there in that far corner. Played back to Heimel Hunt. Crosland, Elliott's about 15 metres out and going backwards. Barnett's got him, and so too Harris. They tip him over. Tackle 3, about 13 metres out from the Warriors line. Great defence. Brayley to Hastings. Hastings to Crosland. Nice kick. Crosland taken beautifully by Shans and brought back into the field to play.
What a play by Klutzer there. Just really had to get on his bike, because Newcastle were just sort of attacking the middle of the field at speed. He had to sort of get back there to cover that, and then just got on his bike and got across there. There was a little bit of open space. Crossland put in a really well-weighted kick, but he came from nowhere there, Chance, to clean that one up and stay in the field of play. Big moment.
Give room now, Daniel.
Now,
front foot.
Viliami plays it back to Dylan Walker, who's 20 metres out from his own line. Last tackle, 10 minutes left in the game. It goes back now, a bit disorganised that. Johnson's kick's awful. It bounces up. It's an absolutely awful kick. They look very disorientated there, and it finds touch, but they're 15 metres inside their own half.
Well, they've done all the defence over the last 10 minutes or so. Even though they're up against only 12 men, they look out on their feet, and they needed their most experienced player there just to come up with something for them. They got through their set okay. They needed a big kick and a good chase on the end of it, and he hasn't been able to deliver it, so they need to stand firm again here, the Warriors. But yeah, they look really fatigued, especially on those edges.
Now, Saifiti plays it back to Brayley. Hastings has it. He gets it away to Miller. Miller got a little pass away I think it's Lethal Leo Thompson. He'll get up and play it back to Brayley again. 10 metres out. He goes on his own. Gets it away to Elliott. Elliott taken by Barnett. 9 to go. Warriors 14, Newcastle 12. Warriors tackling and defending their own line right in front of the post. Brayley again. Big pass left Hastings. Then again Crosland. He finds his winger. Heimel Hunt for the corner.
What a play.
And he's picked off and put into touch. Great defence, Warriors, Dell. This has been a good game.
Oh, Pompey, he put his body on the line. That's what you got to do. If you want your 2 points, you got to earn them. Oh, the Warriors here. Was that Pompey and Kosi? Oh, both of them. Look at the effort. My goodness. It's a game of inches. Let me tell you, Heimel Hunt nearly scored that, but 2 players put their body on the line. Oh, Warriors, that was massive.
So, 8 to go. Warriors have the ball now. Can they hang on? Triple M Mitsubishi Triton scoreboard. Warriors 14, Newcastle 12. Johnson at dummy half. They do look a bit run down. They do look a bit tired. Braden Villiamy will get up and play it back. Dylan Walker, the experience in there at dummy half, gets it away to Marcelo Montoya, who's tackled by Lethal Leo Thompson 20 metres out. And then Tamari Martin at dummy half, and then it's Kosi. Up toward the halfway line he goes, but pulled down 15 metres short. 8 to go. Can the Warriors win Game 1 of 2023? What was that stat we had earlier? An awful stat on their opening to their seasons I've got here somewhere. Where is it? Here we go.
Wasn't it 2 games out of 14 or something?
Opening round record in the NRL, they've only won 10 of 28 of their opening games in the past 28 seasons. Wow. Now Johnson, last tackle, this kick is high. Pressure for Heimel Hunt. Heimel comes in, misses it, knocks it. Bradman Best is back there, and Bradman's turfed into touch. Oh, the Warriors have absorbed the pressure, and here they come. 7 to go, Ryan. They lead 14-12.
Oh, yeah. I think it was Tuar. Was it Hunt that just went through there and just didn't even get close to catching that one? It was a good set. Hunt just went through and felt like he had to jump in the air and try and come up with a big play there. The Warriors players, they were patient. They knew that they'd done the hard work. They just needed to surround Hunt, and they were going to do, willing to do their defensive work. And that's been the difference today for the Warriors, hasn't it? I mean, they're not home yet, but they haven't shirked their duties. They haven't been looking for easy options. They've been playing smart and playing with patience, and that's getting them results. And they've got an opportunity now to put this one in the bag if they can get across the stripe.
Egan comes back on. Let me have a listen to the referee here. He's telling someone he's got to go. Oh, it's Kurt Mann. Kurt Mann. Is he bleeding from the chin there? I think he's the head. So Kurt Mann's gone off. Egan is back on, and so too is Tom Ale for the first time today. 7 minutes left in the game. 2 points the Warriors lead. Egan's a dummy half.
Egan
goes on his own and scores what I would think will be the match-winning try. He's just come back on the field, Egan, and he went from dummy half, Ryan Girdler. Warriors 18, Newcastle 12.
Oh, yeah, they just jumped, didn't they, Newcastle Knights? Didn't help with the fact that they had Mann go out the back and just a little bit of hole there in the middle, and he just threw a lovely dummy. He's got lovely sleight of hand as Wade Egan. We spoke about the try that he set up in the first half, and this time, just dummies to the right. A couple of the Newcastle Knights under fatigue, understandably, just make a poor decision and just leave enough space for him there just to get through. And as we said, just on the back of resilience and patience and doing all those little things right in the season opener, the Warriors are now in a position that they can close this one out with a kick next to the post.
18-12, Warriors lead Newcastle. 5.5 minutes left. Gerard Malouf and partners proudly sponsor the Kick Predictor. And 99% this one from about 2 metres to the left of the uprights. And a match-winning try for Egan, who, as I say, he'd just gone back out there and he just caught him napping around the ruck. And we would think, well, they had their chances. Newcastle, they were up the other end. But the Warriors just shown some grit and determination, which we haven't seen for a while. And congratulations to Andrew Webster. He's got a wonderful name in the game of rugby league, and he gets his chance as a head coach over there in Auckland. But, of course, tonight we are at Wellington with 5.5 to go as Triple M rocks the footy, Dell. Yeah,
I do feel for Newcastle a little bit then too, because when Kurt Mann had to go at the back, there was a right call by the referee. That left a hole there in that middle third. But Egan, he's a real smart footballer, this young kid. and it was a great opportunity. Oh, actually, boys, I've got to tell you, I just saw that Kalen Ponga. It was with Aiden Fanua-Blake. That's what happened there. So unfortunately, it was the right decision by the doctor.
Okay, now this kick is taking forever. What the hold-up is here. It's not a hard one. This should, but we are talking about the Warriors, Ryan, but this should get them home.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, they've been really solid. A couple of lapses just sort of early in the first half and early in the second half, but they just haven't panicked, you know. They've been really disciplined. I mean, they've got a coach in there that's come out of a really great system, and that's why they paid him the money. I mean, they know that he's been around an organisation that just know how to win through being resilient and patient with hard work and connection, and you know, he's trying to give all those things to the Warriors in the off-season, and he's come out here and been able to get his guys into a situation where they're 8 points up with 5 minutes to go, and I think he'd be really happy with their performance.
20 points to 12, Warriors lead on the Triple M Mitsubishi Triton scoreboard. 5.5 to go, and well, there's that stat. Looks a little bit better now, because going into this game, they'd only won 10 of 28 opening games in the history of the Warriors. Now, Panthers Broncos at Bluebet Stadium. Dobbo, Ben Teo and Ben Hannant, your call team, the three Bens, and David Riccio on the sideline. So Ben Dobbin, Ben Teo, the only Teo that's smarter than Charlie Teo, Ben Hannant, a man with 8 children.
And Dave Riccio's middle name is Ben.
Is that right? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Marcelo Montoya gets the ball from the kickoff. And that's available on the listener app if you can't get it on the Triple M where you're...
on the dial.
Where you're now listening. On the dial, yes. And look, while we've got a minute, boys, at Triple M_NRL, the Rainbow says, when I've got the munchies, I don't know what that means, probably just when he's hungry, sitting on the lounge, he takes the nuggies, the McNuggies home and mixes them in with the 2-minute noodles.
Oh, really?
That's an idea.
That's a bit weird.
That's a soggy nugget.
Yeah,
so we've had a dry nugget and a soggy nugget.
You don't want a soggy nugget.
You don't, do you?
Here's Nickel Cookster. And 5 to go in this game. They're not done yet, the Knights, but they'll need to get the ball back. Tackle 5, Egan, Harris, Johnson from 30-out kicks. Pressure on Lockie Miller. He doesn't get near it. It bounces up, though, for Hetherington to take the tackle. And is he offside? I know Tom Ailes given away a penalty. And I think Jack Hetherington in that COVID period spent a few months with the Warriors, didn't he? So
I'm pretty sure that when that Nathan Brown might have been there, and they were trying to sort of loan out some players. I think he came across from Penrith there for a little bit, and he had a sort of a good little tenure there for a while.
Now this is Fitzgibbon. 20 points to 12. The Warriors lead Newcastle. 4 to go. Brayley up the halfway, and he drops it. Picked up by Crosland, but it's a knock on. Simple error. Completion rates in this game have been okay. 34 of 37 Warriors, 32 of 38 the Knights on the Triple M Choice Hotel.
Oh, that's
stats.
outstanding, Maroon. It's not okay. I mean, for the opener, you got to come in when you got to get the fundamentals right. And, you know, both of these sides tonight, completing up, or the Warriors completing at 90%. I mean, that's outrageous for a side that have got 7 new faces in their starting lineup that haven't been there in the past, and just trying to get those guys connected, and then even for the Knights with some key players in their spine that are in their first game. 2 have been able to complete up over 80%. So it's been a good quality contest, and it's been physical, it's been close, and I think both sides, although there's only one side they're going to get the 2 points, both sides will be happy with parts of this performance. There's no doubt about that.
I know that both of you probably favour Penrith over Broncos. What about Manly Dogs, Ryan?
That's it. I'm calling that with you tomorrow. I can't wait to call that one, Maroon, as we see the captain's challenge here from the Warriors. But I think looking forward to seeing how the Dogs play with some new players. But I think at home on the first game after a pretty successful off season, I think Manly might be too good in that one.
And Del.
Yeah, I'm going with Manly. It's Manly at home, always tough on a Saturday afternoon. The Dogs, they've got to get their rhythm. They've got to get that team sort of bonding going. It's going to take a little while, I think. It won't happen overnight, but it will happen.
Harvey Norman, captain's challenge at the moment, and of course, there's not much footy left in this one. 2.5 minutes left. Get ready for Dobbo, Ben Dobbin, Ben Teo, Ben Hannant to call that Broncos Penrith game with our man on the sideline, David Riccio. And if you can't get it on the station you are listening to, you will get it on the Listener app. And if you don't know how to use the Listener app yet, I'm asking you, who is getting you dressed in the morning? Who is getting you ready in the morning for work? If you can't, somebody said to me on the dog walk this morning, I can't use the Listener app. And I said to him, mate, get yourself home. Get yourself home. I don't know how you cross the street. Now, what's going on here? We're having a committee meeting with 2.5 minutes left.
Heads in, guys.
Warriors 20, Newcastle 12. If you had to name a man of the match, Ryan, would it be Nickel Cookster?
Oh, yeah. Couldn't go past the...
Wendell?
Yeah.
He's been outstanding. Yeah, been attacking
He's been
defence.
so good. Yeah.
160 metres, 16 hit-ups. Try save was unbelievable on Kalen Ponga.
Miller is pulled down
and
20.
And don't forget he scored that try too.
Yeah, we've got Brayley in a dummy half and back in toward the middle, Leo Thompson. Obviously, I don't want to get into this now, but there's a handful of coaches under a lot of pressure this year, and Adam O'Brien, unfortunately, would be one of them. Adam Elliott is about 1 metre his own side of the halfway on tackle 3. Brayley.
Him, Anthony Griffin and Justin Holbrook.
Now this is Fitzgibbon.
Tom, together, Sean.
15 metres inside Warriors territory, 2 to go. They're not going to give up. Hetherington now is 29 metres out, but he drops it. So simple error. Warriors will get the ball back with 1 minute and 50 seconds left. And that's the first winner I've picked this year. I picked the Para last night.
Actually, I was on that game last night with, I saw an old mate of yours, Sterlo.
Oh, you saw Sterlo. How was he?
Is that unbelievable, mate? He was great.
One of the greats. One of the great humans.
Absolute gentleman.
And 90 seconds. I had a coffee with Sterlo. I just bumped him somewhere, and we sat down and had a nice coffee.
Yeah.
And he's a champion.
Love him.
Put it in. Hold. Break.
We threw everything at him to get him back. We said weekly use of a Mitsubishi Triton and all the nuggies you can eat, but he just wasn't up for it. 60 seconds left in the game. Marcelo Montoya is 90's own side of the halfway line. Kalen's going to go back out onto the field.
Why would you bother?
Now this is Mitch Barnett up toward the halfway. Gets victory against his old club as Hetherington pulls him down 3 metres his own side of halfway. At full time, we're straight away going to go to our other game at Blue Bet Stadium. So that's Benny Dobbin. And as I say, all the Bens, Benny Teo, Benny Hannon, Tohu Harris. Every time I'm up on the Goldie, Benny Hannon brushes me. I say, do you want to catch up? Oh, yeah. Mate, I've got to do X, Y, and Z today.
Oh, he's busy up there, mate. It's all about him, mate.
Before he was a star, you know. Anyway, there's Sean Johnson putting the kick in and taken down there at fullback Lockie Miller. Lockie Miller at 10 metres out. The Costa gives it to Best. Best gets out of a tackle. Best can't get away from the defence of his old teammate Barnett. And this is the ball game, everybody. The full-time siren sounds in the background. Hastings puts a kick in, but the referee said it's time off. And that is full-time at what has been a good game at Sky Stadium in Wellington. The Warriors 20 have defeated Newcastle 12. A heartened performance from the Warriors, particularly from some of the new boys. On behalf of Ryan Girdler and Wendell Saylor, we'll leave it there and let you go off to the other game, which is the Broncos in Penrith taking on the Penrith. See you tomorrow as Triple M rocks the footy.
The footy.
For McDonald's and Ream Hot Water, Triple M rocks footy.
Ready or not.
Full-time highlights.
You can't stop what I got. Ready or not.
Mitre 10 Trade. For expert advice and a job done right the first time.
Brayley again, and then it goes to Mann, and Ponga gets it away to Fitzgibbon. He's going to score. Wow, we haven't even seen the Warriors with the ball yet. Straight through goes Barnett. Barnett just needs support. He goes on his own. And he's tackled by Best. Why didn't Didn't he give it to Sean Johnson? Last tackle. Egan. Johnson. He lets it go to Pompey. And then Kosey. And he goes over in the corner. Edward Kosey, great try.
The Warriors are back in it.
Egan again. Got it away to Bunty. Bunty. He crashes over. Right out of the post, Ryan. And the Warriors hit back. Can they hold the Warriors? Brayley again. Long pass Hastings. Long one Ponga. Tapped onto Bradman Best. Given out to Heimel Hunt. And Heimel goes over in the corner to even us all up 10-all. Viliami, he's in the clear, Viliami. He's got support from Nickel Clockster. Nickel Clockster's going to score. And the Warriors strike back to take the lead 14-12. Great play from the Warriors. Oh, Felix Crosland's got the bin. Knights down to 12. Tackle count restarts. Ball comes loose. Oh, now it's on. Pushing and shoving. Kalen Ponga now steps off the right once and twice and goes on his own. Kalen is held up over the line. Great defence. Sharp Nickel Clockstad. Egan's a dummy half. Goes on his own and scores what I would think will be the match-winning try.
For McDonald's and Ream Hot Water, Triple M rocks footy. Triple M footy lives on Listener. Catch all our games, interviews, replays and more. That's LISTNR. Triple M's footy prime time. For Jim Beam, it's set to be an epic match, and that's worth raising a Jim Beam. Drink responsibly.